Good afternoon. It is 3:01. I'm Joseph Bonanno, live from the 104.5 The Zone Studios. The NBA Finals wrapped up as the Oklahoma City Thunder took Game 7 over the Pacers to win the franchise's first title. As for Indiana, more bad news following the loss, as it was confirmed today that star guard Tyrese Halliburton did in fact tear his right Achilles in the Game 7 loss. The College World Series also wrapped up this weekend as LSU baseball won its 8th national title, putting it alone in second place for most all time. The final polls for the 2025 season were released, and Vols baseball ranked as high as number 10 and as low as number 12. The Vols also had a good weekend recruiting, earning commitments from two top transfer portal players, Virginia outfielder Henry Ford and Bowling Green two-way star DJ Newman. For your foundation repair and waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Bring news at once on your home for the Titans and Vols. This is 104.5 The Zone.
Yo, what up, Nashville? 3HL is on the air. Brent Doherty with you on a beautiful day in the Music City. Hope you are trying to stay cool.
Woo, it's
Lord,
hot.
have mercy.
Hydrating. Let's start with thinking about all the people that work outside, man.
Yes. We are thinking of you.
And our homeless community.
Man, I can't help y'all this something.
Slade's been known to pile his truck up with bottled water and drive it around.
Yeah, y'all on y'all own. Y'all better, breathe slow.
You can't get out of the truck.
No.
Slay can't do a whole lot of anything right now.
Friday,
That's right.
baby.
You got 4 days.
That's right, Dr. Rob. 4 days, baby.
4 days, new knee incoming.
4 sleeps.
4 sleeps.
Yeah.
It's like Christmas.
Yeah, that's absolutely is.
4 sleeps till Santa for Slay.
Yes, bring that knee.
Babsy is here, y'all.
Hi.
What up, Babette?
Let's go.
What's up, Babs?
It's so hot. I will say this.
How hot is it?
I never thought I'd hear you say that.
I know. But I'll say this. I feel like we kind of have dodged a bullet up till now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, this is really the first time it's been like miserably hot.
Yep.
Yeah, the heat index earlier was, oddly enough, 104 degrees. Let's see what it is now.
0.5.
97 is the air temperature. 107 is the feels like temperature.
Oh my gosh, that's just mean.
Heat advisory until 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock at night.
Yeah,
Yes,
97
that's
tomorrow, 97 on Wednesday as well.
I mean, no cigars outside.
Slay Dogs, this heat loosen
Hydrate.
your joints up?
Nah, it don't do anything.
Because now your ankle's all swollen.
Yep, it don't do anything.
Nah, he's.
They told me to wrap it.
Just add to the misery.
I'm going to wrap it. I need to know, though. Do y'all know how to rap?
I do.
You're supposed to wrap it. You're supposed to wrap it tight, right?
It was a clear black night. Clear white moon.
She is a rapper. I forgot about that.
Hey, speaking of, our boy Zeph behind the glass looks like Eminem today.
This lady crazy.
Boy, she's on one right now.
Like someone wearing a white shirt?
She's like
A
throwing
white
off.
shirt, a gold chain, and a tan hat. Braves hat.
You do got your Marshall Mathers look going.
You look like Marshall Mathers right now.
I think it's a compliment.
I think it's a
little bit.
compliment.
You got nothing, Zeph?
No, I have nothing.
I like him.
She's not saying that it's a bad look, but like the white T-shirt with the gold chain on the outside of the T-shirt.
Mm-hmm. It's the plain white T-shirt.
I'm also wearing olive green pants
Yep. See, you're Eminem today.
and white and all white shoes.
So yeah, he can probably rap. I can rap. I can wrap your knee if I need to.
Babs.
She probably has wrap in her backpack with those little metal things.
I got one. Dude, them metal things will stick you. I hated them little prongs or whatever they were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need
But I got
Chad
one.
Newman.
I need my rap, though.
You need Chad
During
Newman.
the break.
I can do it.
More than you know.
What if Chad Newman showed up here? Like he flew down here. He was here by 5 o'clock, wrapped your knee, and then went back.
I'll give him the biggest bear hug. Oh, my gosh. I mean,
Trainer
the
at
biggest.
Tennessee.
Dude,
Been there forever.
Love that dude.
Still there?
Still there.
Yep.
He can't leave.
You'll see him on the basketball court.
They better not let him. If Chad leave, I'm leaving.
Well, I mean,
Where are you going?
And where's he
Leaving
going?
where?
That's a good question.
You're not even in Knoxville right
I don't even
now.
know where I'm going to.
If he leave,
Going somewhere. It's not about making. I always want to make sense with stuff when
Sorry.
I'm going out on my limbs.
Sorry, I'll just let you hang there.
Speaking of your limbs, M-Bob on YouTube, Slay, is it meniscus surgery or replacement?
No, replacement. Yeah,
Full on.
meniscus was gone in '99, y'all. Come to find out.
Which is exactly why you're having to get a knee
Bingo.
replacement this early.
Yep.
You've been on bone for a while then.
Yeah.
You're tough.
Yeah, I'm the little skeleton guy. Doing things. I was like doing Thanksgiving during Halloween that they put outside. Bone
on the string that kind of
yeah,
moves
little
around?
bone on bone. That's me.
Oh, gosh. What was I going to say? I was going to say something profound, but I can't remember. The executive producer is Eminem.
What's up? Guess who's back?
There he is.
There you go,
Look at
Zach.
my boy. Lean into it, Zeph.
Also, that needs to be a promo. When Slay asked, can you rap? And she immediately
Right.
goes into a rap.
And I was so serious.
Paul Mason will love that.
I was so serious.
Oh, this is what I remembered. So I was looking at the Vanderbilt basketball newcomers.
Okay.
Do y'all
You're ahead of the
Ram
curve.
button.
y'all
Squirrel.
big fans of Friends, the show Friends?
Yeah.
One of the Vanderbilt basketball players coming in is named Chandler Bing.
No.
Yes.
Bless his heart.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you
It had
think
to
his
be-
parents were
Had
big
to.
friends?
Had to
people?
be. I mean, it's right in the wheelhouse, right? He's got to be
It's right in the
19, 20,
wheelhouse.
21
Yes.
years old, whatever he is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Chandler Bing. You knew that caught my eye when I saw that.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Dude, he's got to lean into that.
Well, we will. Could the 3-point line be any farther away?
You've been thinking of those all morning, haven't you?
No, I've had to wait on this one. I actually saw this on like Thursday night, and then I was off Friday, so I couldn't use it.
Oh,
Caliendo had me rolling.
he was funny. Well, we call him Endo around here now.
I heard that. Endo.
DJ in Nashville has said that Endo segment was awesome last week. Endo. Yeah, we're all
he was
going
so
to
funny.
the show
He was
together.
so funny. And he nailed me twice during that
he did.
interview.
And then he texted you afterwards, too.
Like, where were you?
What
the hell, dude? You're going to set that up and then no show?
Well, I mean, he wanted to come on that week, and we were off Thursday. Like,
I mean,
what am I going to do?
perfect time.
I could have put him on Thursday, and then he called in, and there's no one here.
Yeah, except the best of.
Yeah. And then somebody could have, whoever's in the, was there anybody in the booth?
Ross.
Ross could have just put him on.
Yeah, he was in there. What were you, 8 to 6?
Yes, I was.
Oh, dude, could you imagine Endo doing Ross?
He'll get
He'd
Ross'
have it
voice
like
immediately.
that. Yeah.
Ross could have been like, hey, Frank, there are no hosts here, but I'm going to pot you up, and you go for like 15 minutes. I'll be back. And then just let Frank go. See, it could have been
one
worse.
too.
But, man, he was funny. When he does the conversations with people,
With himself.
with all the voices, with himself,
Yeah, that's nuts.
that's what gets me.
There's no replicating this voice.
Ross.
Listen, if I can do your voice, Frank Caliendo's got
on.
you. He kind of had Slay's laugh toward the end.
He did
He
have
did.
Slay's laugh. He nailed his laugh.
The Zoom, man.
Yeah.
The Zoom messed up on us a little bit.
Yeah.
Those Caliendos, not ours, though.
No, it wasn't
Blame
ours.
him.
Karen said, can Caliendo do Ross? That's
Oh, yeah.
kind of an interesting
Oh,
question there, Karen.
Endo.
Phrasing.
Phrasing,
Endo
yeah.
can do it all.
Happy, what?
Oh, it's somebody's birthday?
Happy birthday to the miracle man himself, the good doctor, Kevin Dyson.
Dr.
Oh,
Dyson.
Dice.
Yeah. I think he's 28, 29.
Yeah.
No, 50.
Although,
He said it.
oh, he did?
Yeah. He hit the big one.
Good. There are 73 days until the NFL season opener, Cowboys and Eagles.
Let's go.
73.
How many days till college football?
That's a good question.
Oh, you're.
I thought you were going to have all of them for us.
No.
You always
Three
have
games.
college football.
We could probably figure it out. When does college football start? August 30th?
A week before?
For most people, it's August 30th.
Yeah.
I think there are a few games the week before that.
There are.
So,
Do you
yeah.
want to go
I was
August
doing my calendar. The preseason game,
I hate
the
the
Titans
calendar.
preseason game. You do hate my calendar. The Titans preseason game is the week after your girls' trip, Dawn. That's how close we are to this thing.
My girls' trip in August?
Yeah,
Okay.
That's in a minute.
it's only like 5 weeks away.
I got to
Ain't
put that on the family calendar.
6 weeks. Why is it on my calendar, not yours?
because I told y'all I have not informed Mr. Babs yet.
Oh!
Well,
Jeez.
have a guys' night again.
Gonna
Harder.
wait.
All right, Harder, we're going to Vegas.
Okay, with a 5-year-old.
Yes.
Me and Slay will
Baby
do-
Carlos.
Me and Slay will do the show, and then the blackjack dealer can watch Hadley.
Yeah.
67 days till college football.
67 days.
No, that cannot be right.
For that Friday kickoff on the 29th.
That cannot be right.
August 29th?
Why?
August 29th.
It can't be right because, well, maybe it can, yeah. The first NFL game is on Thursday. I keep thinking it was on Sunday, which is September 2nd.
Questioning you, Zeph.
Not anymore. I question myself.
Marshall.
Often. There are 38 days until the first preseason game, the NFL Hall of Fame game, Chargers and Lions. 38 days.
God, that is super quick.
Right?
It's a month.
All right, let's start with OKC Thunder when we come back. They win the NBA title, and Slay-Stradamus struck again. Tell you more next. 3HL 1045 The Zone.
It's hot outside, so you need some ice to cool you off. And the ice that I'm talking about is kind of like jewelry. Yeah, some good shiny diamonds. Where would you go? BrentwoodJewelry.com is where you will. 7012 Church Street East, located in the heart of Brentwood, just off Franklin Road. It's exceptional style, exceptional deals. Every single day for over 50 years, people, Brentwood Jewelry has been proudly serving the community with exceptional style and deals. And why wouldn't you want to take advantage? They are asking you to take advantage. It's real simple. It's family-owned and operated business spanning from 3 generations, whether it comes to engagements or watches. You know how I did, fathers. I tried to get out there. I tried to go up the hill for us. I tried to get everybody a Rolex, and I had Brentwood Jewelry on board with it. You know who showed up? No one. So we'll try again next year. Fathers were getting Rolexes for Father's Day. Hey, look ahead. Don't worry about it. It's going to be exceptional because they got all kind of watch deals. Just slide on through there. Go to BrentwoodJewelry.com.
3HL 104.5 The Zone.
He on it.
Brett Doherty, Don Davenport, and Ronald Sylvester Slay.
Hey.
Okay, Zell.
See, I miss a day and I forget to do something. What you got going over there? Oh.
Uncrustables.
That'll make you feel better.
I'm finna order some more, too. We only got one more.
From NashvilleSports.com, the Nashville Sports Council and ESPN Events announced today that that Sprouts Farmers Market is the title sponsor of the inaugural Broadway Block Party women's college volleyball event.
Hey.
The matchups will take place August 31st at Bridgestone Arena. You can buy, this is cool, you can buy one ticket and go to all 3 games.
Yeah.
I'll be
And
there.
it's like top level.
I'll be there too.
When is
Bridgestone
it?
Arena, August 31st. Let me get my calendar.
I'm trying to
That's
weasel
a
my
Monday?
way into working it.
How do you know that's a Monday?
Because I thought 29th was Friday kickoff for college football.
30th is Saturday. 31st Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sunday. It's Sunday.
Slay, I'm getting out my calendar.
I do this. I can't wait till this calendar run out. Then what you gonna do?
Yeah, Sunday.
It's Sunday.
No, I bought one that started on July 2025. No, June 2025, and it goes through
Oh, that's
all next
excellent.
year.
That was
man.
smart.
You're going to
Yeah.
have to deal with this for a while.
I love how organized you are.
I got all the MTSU football games in here, all the Titans games, all the Tennessee Vols games. Yeah.
I used to want to do that, but now I understand.
used to want to
Now y'all understand that you got a calendar on your phone.
On your phone.
I know, but I'd rather look at it. Like, open it and look at it.
Now, I will say this.
No, I
If
can't. All the little dots, and then I got to click on the date. No.
Yeah, there's so many dots on my calendar. If I lose this phone,
Oh, it's
my
over.
calendar in there, I'm done. I'm done. I'm toast.
Shutting it down.
Just toast.
Shut it down, Babsy.
Shut it down.
Shut it down. DJ from Nashville. Babs, do you already have your football TV schedule, or is it too early? Way too early.
Yeah. We waiting
Now,
too, DJ.
This is what's happened in the past, and these guys know this. Like, they got to be careful what to tell me because, like, everything goes on the air.
I have already told you some stuff. Should I have not?
So, Babs will get that first game in advance at like a few weeks.
Yes.
But it's not like for public consumption. And I've spoiled that like
Yes, you are.
a couple
Every
times.
single year, actually.
Yeah, I won't do that this
What
year.
did I have?
I'll be
Last
good.
year it was Texas.
Yeah.
And you, I think,
Just
the
blew right through
day
it.
after I told you, you were like, oh, yeah, Babs will be in Texas. I was like, not officially yet, but
Yeah, well, I'll be more careful. So you can buy one ticket, consume all 3 games. Here are the games: Nebraska and Kentucky. Again, this volleyball event, the Broadway Block Party, women's college volleyball, August 31st, Bridgestone Arena. Nebraska, Kentucky, that'll be on ABC. Purdue and Tennessee, that'll be on ESPN2. And Illinois and Vanderbilt, SEC Network.
it's going to be awesome.
You
Who Tennessee playing?
Purdue.
It's a really good volleyball.
Yeah.
And then with Vanderbilt, I mean, this is their inaugural season.
Oh, there.
That's right.
You know?
We ought to come
So-
out in droves. I'm coming to check it out.
You are?
Yep.
Me too. I'll go with you.
It really, if you have not watched college volleyball in person,
Yeah.
like nowadays, it's so quick.
Yeah, it's much better after they change the rules.
Yes.
Yeah. I agree.
The girls are so freaking athletic
Yeah.
nowadays. I mean, I look at that and I'm like, thank goodness I don't play nowadays.
Yeah.
Like, thank goodness the game wasn't as fast as it is now.
Because you went to the event, the Tennessee Vandy event over at Brentwood, right?
Yes, it was awesome.
And it was awesome. Yeah. We used to, when I was at Tennessee, we would go over there and watch them.
Yeah, we did too. Go to Stokely.
I mean,
They were in Stokely. When I was there, they were in Alumni Hall.
Oh, wow.
But then they closed down Alumni Hall, which Stokely was much better at that point, huh?
Right there in the dorm.
Yeah.
Shout out to Sprouts.
Sprouts,
For,
yeah.
uh,
come
Yeah,
through.
way to go,
Supporting
Sprouts.
Women's sports.
What is Sprouts, the healthy eating place?
Yes. And they have the best salad dressing
I thought you
ever.
on Crystal.
The healthy eating place.
They have like all the salad dressing you can't get anywhere.
Yeah. Tickets or more information or both at NashvilleSports.com. Check it out. If you want in, 615-737-1045. Daryl leads us off today in White House. Daryl, what's up? Yo, Daryl. Zeph, you got him potted up?
Yes.
Okay.
Hey,
Daryl,
Dom.
going to put you on hold. We'll come back to him when he calls back.
Oh, and we lost
Well,
the
you
other
just
team
lost.
too.
Come on, Zell.
What do you? What did I do?
You hung up on him.
I did not.
That's fault. It's all your fault,
It's
Eminem.
all your fault.
I'm over here reading
your fault.
Twitter because apparently Vanderbilt Wake Forest are going to have a home-and-home series starting this year.
Okay.
December 21st.
Smart.
In
what
Winston-Salem.
sport?
Basketball.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. Yeah, I should have made that more clear.
Oh, yeah, that's even better. I thought it was going to be football. I was going to say, they're going to smash.
Yeah, so December 21st and a return game in Nashville in 2026.
Is Steve Forbes hanging on to that job at Wake Forest for basketball? Former Tennessee assistant?
Yeah, he's still there.
Okay.
I think so.
I think so. I know he was on the hot seat.
Vandy Chris 24/7 killing those phones.
Man,
I didn't touch your phone.
He'll hang up on you, boy.
Wasn't me.
You want to see if Daryl's still there?
Daryl.
Yo, Daryl, you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Hey, what's up, Daryl?
Sorry, I had to take a work call there. Sorry about that, guys.
You're good, man.
Hey, Ron, I was calling. If I heard correctly, you said Dr. Rob is doing your knee surgery,
Absolutely.
and Dr. Rob did mine 7.5 years ago, almost 8 years ago. I had both knees replaced at the same time.
Wow.
Same time? Oh, that's
Same
risky.
time.
Didn't you tell me
Boy,
somebody
it was
else that did
Eddie
that?
George.
Best thing I ever did.
Eddie
Best
George.
thing I ever did.
Yeah.
Man, how
And I
rough
was-
was the recovery?
It was actually very easy, but I also had several knee scopes. I knew a bunch of exercises and stuff to do prior.
Yeah.
So I did all that. I was back to work half days in 3 weeks.
Dang.
3 weeks.
But guess what? That's
You
what,
out for 3 weeks?
That's what Rob said. He said SEC
Media day?
Media
Do the
day,
physical
we go.
therapy.
Yeah.
Do the therapy like they say. Do it.
That's what I heard. What were your sneak and cheating exercise that you would do at home while you were laying in bed?
It was the stuff that if you ever had an E-scope before, the stuff they had you do post-surgery for that.
Yeah, to try
Did
to
all
build
that
up that quad and the
prior,
VMO.
to build the quads, build up the calves, build up
Oh,
everything.
man. I didn't even think about
Had a-
that, but
had a
that
rec-
makes complete sense.
Also, he hasn't
Had a-
used that leg in like 3 weeks.
Like a month.
Yeah, maybe a month.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I did all of those pre-exercises like they did for post-surgery when I had meniscus tears and stuff like that.
Yeah.
All right.
But the scarring from Dr. Rob, everybody who sees my scars are like, man, how come your scars look so good and clean? He's amazing surgeon. I
Yes.
highly recommend him.
Yeah.
Daryl, why'd
Thank
you
you, Daryl.
screw your knees up so bad? Were you an athlete?
I did. I played basketball in industrial league and church league up till I was 47. Slow pitch softball up till I was 52. Umpired baseball, softball, and was a TSSAA high school ref. For several
I love
years.
you.
That'll do it. That'll do it.
Yeah.
Way to put
So
that time
it
in for the
was-
kids, too. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Oh, it would do. I'm old enough now. I can't do it, but I loved every minute of it when I did.
Man, that's what's up. Thanks,
Appreciate you, Daryl.
Appreciate
Thanks,
that, man.
Daryl.
That's the positive
Energy.
energy that I'm looking for,
Yeah.
Pabsy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Build up
That's what
those
I'm talking
quads.
about. I only had one negative energy person
What did they say?
thing.
That was the slowest sentence I've ever heard from you.
Yeah, I couldn't figure it out.
Usually you're going 100 miles a minute.
Yeah, they was like, "Oh man, boy, it's gonna be rough. You go out."
Why do
to-"
people do that?
I don't know.
Why would
You ain't no doctor,
Why
so
would
don't do it.
anybody want to put negative thoughts? If you ain't got nothing, something nice to say,
Right. Don't say nothing.
that's right.
Just be like Daryl. See, Daryl came in with what he did for the positivity to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with that. I'm gonna start doing my little leg raises tonight, but boy, this is a little dumb. Can you say butt?
Yeah.
This is a little dumb ass ankle. Can you say that?
Why did you
You just
ask if
said
you could say
butt.
butt? And then
No,
you
but
go
I was.
with the
You know what I
full
was
on?
meaning.
Oh, no, we
Donkey.
didn't know what you were meaning.
Oh, I was talking about the donkeys. This is a little dumb ankle, dumb butt ankle.
I think with regard to your ankle situation, that's full on this dumbass ankle.
No, I
Thank
think
you.
it's gout.
Babs, I really don't like. I really don't like when you do. I really don't like when you do MD work.
I think Slay has gout.
Yeah, but I don't like when you do MD work.
I know,
Babsy.
but listen, I've
'Cause you're right a
chatted
lot.
with sources.
She was going to be a doctor, but she
I
took
know.
biochemistry for one class and got
As
out of
soon as I went
I
in there
straight
and
dropped that thing.
it. Like it was hot.
I sat. It was organic chemistry.
Organic chemistry.
I
yeah.
sat in
Organic
there
chemistry.
Like it
for
was
one
hot.
class. I looked around and was like, how does everybody look like they know what the hell these people are talking about? Because I don't.
you ain't got a clue.
Called my coach.
And
I was
I would
like,
argue-
yo, I need an emergency session with my academic advisor now. He's like, what's going on? I'm like, organic chemistry.
I'm out.
Not it.
He's like,
Not
oh,
it.
boy. Here we go.
Well, and the other part of that, like you don't understand or whatever, it's like, I mean, you are a reasonably intelligent person, right?
Yeah, I'm really smart. Some days.
Not that
But like that, I when you're behind in the very first class, you are screwed.
No, that was a smart move. If you know it ain't right, get out.
Yeah. And
don't sit there and try to make it
like
work.
I got back to my dorm and I was like, because it was my sophomore year, I think. And so I was in the sorority dorm. I got back to my dorm and I was like, okay, let me just look at this book and see if I can like figure it. And I was like, no interest. And it's one thing if you want to learn about it, but I was like, I don't want to do this crap. What is this? I'm out.
See.
So my sophomore year of college, I signed up for a Spanish class, and this is after, remind you, taking 4 years of Spanish in high school.
Oh, so you should have been golden.
Yeah, I sat down. Immediately, professor, all in Spanish. And I turned my laptop off and I sent an email to the advisor and I go, I need to change my class schedule, please. And then I got my thing changed where it says I didn't have to take a language anymore. Like,
so you never even had to take it?
Yeah, so I ended up not having to take a language.
You had 4 in high school. Usually if you do 4 in high school, you don't have to do it.
Yeah, I didn't get any college credits from that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can you speak Spanish?
Wait, whoa. Hold on. You graduated from college without having to take a foreign language.
Yeah, I got out of it. They changed the requirements for the journalism electronic media major for the degree. They changed the requirements the year after my sophomore year, and they let me go to the new requirements.
At the University of Tennessee.
At the University of Tennessee.
I'm telling you, these kids nowadays have it so
Dog,
easy.
y'all ain't got to do nothing. They made me have to test. Like, dude, they made me take my foreign language. I skipped it all my years.
What did you take?
I ended up I tested out of Italian. They said, I said, man, listen, I've been living up for 8 years, y'all. Like, I mean, come on. They was like, yeah, okay, we're not going to count that one.
Why not?
So that's what I said. So I had to go do Spanish. And ended up
and then you get them confused.
Yeah, like, come on, man. Like, that's too close, man.
They are similar, yeah.
Very. Yeah. Like, that's...
So
boy, you got a bogus...
Yeah.
Let me bring your diploma here, Zell.
I will. I've got it hanging on my
I
wall.
don't know about that.
I didn't ask for it. I was like, hey, I want to switch to a different language. Like, give me something, like, I'll learn something new. Like, so start me at, like, a level 1. Because right there, I was at, like, a level 3 college, and I'm like, nah, I'm not doing that. Like, start me at a level 1. They're like, well, do you just want to switch where you don't have to take one? And I was like, yep. Appreciate it. Thanks for the offer.
Dog, after all this time that I done gave my all for Tennessee, and I smacked that little board, that little Tennessee State sign, give my all for Tennessee, y'all bamboozled me like that. Tennessee, shame on y'all. Do y'all know how stressful it was taking that online classes to try to find somebody to help me or take it?
And my Spanish class was online, too, because it was right after COVID. My sophomore year.
So
yeah, I had to take one online, and then I had to double up and take another one at Pellissippi.
Let's go back to Slay Dog. You had to find somebody to help you. Who was my guy that looked like Homer Simpson that walked around that campus forever?
Ron Payne, he don't know nothing about that. That's out of his department.
Oh, no foreign language?
No, that's out of Ron's.
So I thought I was lucky because I majored in communications also. I only had to take one math class and one foreign language class.
I can't believe it.
But I did my foreign language at Belmont during the summer, one summer.
Dude, do you know how great of an athlete I would have been if I wouldn't have never had to even worried about taking a foreign language?
Stop.
No, Babs, I'm serious.
There is no point
I'm serious,
in your
Babs.
college career that you worried about what you were taking.
I did, Babs. That was so stressful upon me.
No, you never took it.
I know. But thinking of how to get out of it.
Affect you.
No, the way you had to swindle your way around that, Babsy, I had
Swindle your way
I was
around.
all through there trying to figure out what not to do. That was, man.
No.
615-737.
I probably would never tore my ACL if I wasn't worried about that.
Dude, there's a lot of people that have had knee replacements.
They deep in the chat, ain't they?
Antonio is at First Horizon Park. Antonio, what's up?
Hey, what's poppin', y'all? What's happening?
What's happening?
What up, Tonio?
Hey, not much, man. I wanted to give some positivity to my man, Big Slay Dog.
Come on, baby. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you're gonna do good, man. You be all right. I had ACL tear back in 2004, and I was 27 at the time. So I let you do the math and try to figure out how old I am now. But yeah, so I had torn ACL, left knee.
49.
I was. Yeah, I'm 48 now.
48.
I had to do nothing. I had to do.
Yeah,
I had to carry
yeah.
the
It made you think, Tony. Oh, wait a minute.
So your birthday, you haven't had your birthday yet this year?
What the Shianu?
Rock him.
I tore my ACL in 04, so I had to do a knee replacement and whatnot. I was supposed to be out 4 to 6 months. I only made it 3 months because what I did was I would go to therapy like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and after I would do my therapy, it started physical therapy shot out.
Yep.
I went to start physical therapy in Centennial, and what I would do is I would do therapy there, and then I would leave there and go straight to Gold's Gym and do the therapy all over again.
Wow,
So I had to double up. Yeah, I was trying to come back, babe. I came back. I got back above the rim, and I'm only 6'2". So,
Oh, wow.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Just 6 year therapy, like LaJarius said.
I got that one. I got that one. You got to be a Ricky Smiley fan to get that one. I got that one. LaDarrell.
Yeah, for sure. My name. But yeah, just stick to therapy, man. And if you can, double up, like I did. So I came back and got my elbow to the rim. So
Damn, son.
It's 6'2", Daryl.
I wasn't playing, man. I wasn't playing.
Daryl,
I ain't like doing music.
Man, you know all the intramural teams.
Antonio, this is going to really shock you. I'm also 6'2", have never dunked.
Have you been close to the rim?
You have small hands, though.
I dunked a tennis ball one time.
Oh, that's getting up.
Yeah.
That was my first dunk of tennis ball.
Yeah.
Back in 8th grade.
Are you from here?
Yeah, born and raised, one of the few. Went to Hillsborough. Home of the Burrows.
That's where I went. Antonio?
Y'all darn
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I graduated in 95. I don't know if we was in the same.
No, I was 91, so you came in right after I did. So you would have been
right
a
after.
freshman my first year out.
Yeah,
That's what's
yeah.
up.
We had some players like that, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it, man. Hey, thanks for calling in, brother.
Hey, no problem, man. Hey,
Appreciate it.
I took 2 years of Spanish. We had to take 2 years of foreign language in high school. So I don't know how my man got away with not doing that.
Yeah.
Oh, man, me either.
We all did that, but he got out of it in college.
Oh.
I took French for some damn reason.
Yeah, I don't want to stay away from the wee-wees.
So did I.
So because they had the women in the French class.
Well, I ain't going to lie. That's why I did it.
Oh, jeez. All
I
right.
feel you, player.
See, look, me and Antonio know each other better than we know ourselves.
See.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hell, we had to take. I went to Meg's Magnet.
Yep, out is.
And and had to take the MTA bus. But anyway, that's a long story. So we had to take 9 weeks of French, 9 weeks of German, 9 weeks of Latin, and 9 weeks of Spanish in 6th grade.
God, yeah.
They're trying to educate people over there.
Yeah, man, we weren't playing. It was a bank school, so yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's why I only went to Hume Park for 2 yeyears. Then I went to Hillsborough.
I almost went to Hume Park, but I made a promise to my elementary kids, elementary students, co-students, that I would go back to public school. So that's why I went to Hillsborough.
There you go. Hey, appreciate your call back.
Thanks, Antonio. Good positive energy, brother.
Hey, yeah, man, keep it up. Keep your head up.
My man.
I like that guy.
Hey, dude. Yeah, that was all right, dude. Y'all got to watch Lil Daryl.
Do you know how many times you've already made the 3HL bingo card?
No,
and it's 3:38 p.m.
How many?
3.
I'm on the roll.
You're on something.
I am. You're absolutely right. Yeah.
OKC Thunder with the NBA title. They take Game 7, 103-91. MVP SGA had 29, 12 assists, 5 rebounds. Jalen Williams, man, 20 points. Chet Holmgren dominated defensively inside late, as he tends to do. 18 points, 8 boards. Obviously, the Pacers were affected by the loss of star point guard Tyrese Halliburton. We will talk about that when we come back. How affected were they? Slay called this. unfortunately. And we'll talk about that as I teased before. Slaster-Damas in effect next 3HL.
Car accidents, they happen. I mean, you drive the car, an accident happens. Not even if it's you. It could be somebody hitting you or you hitting somebody. Either way, listen, let's cut to the chase. Bart Dorm Injury Law, that's who you need to always rely on. They don't play no games. 615-242-9000. You know the life, how it can switch up. It can change. I mean, in a second. It can throw everything off, your job, your bills, peace of mind. That's when you need your good friends over at Bart Dorm Injury Law. Blair Dorm and his team, they've been fighting for folks in Tennessee for years, making sure insurance companies pay up. No upfront costs, no waiting around, just real people making sure you get what you deserve. So if you've been injured, no need in looking around. You're listening to your guy, Big Slay. I'm telling you what to do. Call Bart Dorm Injury Law, 615-242-9000. Get some people on your side that's ready to fight for you. Ready, 24/7. Bart Dorm Injury Law.
I want to tell you about United Structural Systems. This is your company for foundation repair or waterproofing needs. I'm going to focus in on foundation repair because it's been hot, man. Heat index, heat warnings, heat advisories. Those are the two words I'm looking for. Yesterday, today, tomorrow, the next day. It's coming, man. United Structural Systems, foundation repair and waterproofing company that has served the Middle Tennessee area since 1994. Foundation repair, let me run some symptoms by you so you can be on the alert and get in touch with these guys quickly. When it's hot and dry weather like now, maybe you notice soil cracking, pulling away from your home, leaving holes or gaps next to the foundation, or your bricks cracking, walls bowing, doors or windows sticking, drywall separating, stair-step cracks in masonry mortar joints, chimneys tilting or leaning. These are all signs of a possible foundation issue. Your house may be trying to tell you something. United Structural Systems, USSTN.com, more than 30,000 100% satisfied residential customers. They can make a huge difference for you and help you out before it gets too bad over there. Homeowners trust USS, keeping homes dry and stable. We guarantee our best. Call USS 615-488-7855. USS, serving Middle Tennessee, Southern Kentucky, and Western Kentucky. Online, USSTN.com. 3HL 104.5 The Zone. Britt Doherty, Don Davenport, Ron Slay with you. You can watch the show live, YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitter, and Twitch.
Twitch, please.
Zeph think you're a little DJ today.
He is.
Ross is picking the music.
Okay. Oh, see. You should have stolen them props, Zeph.
I got to give credit to Ross.
Okay.
Ross loves doing that.
I can dig it.
Where was I going? Laura, 3HL, being 3HL, and I'm here for it. LOL.
All the LOLs.
All of them.
LOL.
Okay.
I don't know. Emojis. 615-737-1045 when you want in. Tyrese Halliburton, man, that sucked. And we talked about it last week, Slay. You were like, I know it's the NBA Finals, but this brother needs to seriously consider sitting down.
Man.
He got that MRI on the calf, and you were like, man, that could lead to an Achilles.
Yeah. The blueprint was out there with Kevin Durant, man. It happened with him the same way at Golden State. Like, he came out in that Golden State game, was cooking, had just hit a shot, a nice little pull-up on the right side of the floor, and all of a sudden you saw KD look back like somebody kicked him. And that was it. His wasn't as bad as Halliburton's rolled all the way up. And that's the part.
His was so obvious.
Like, you can take me back in, you can put me in the hallway and be like, all right, see if you can run straight. Okay, see if you can do some slides. But that's not instinctive movement. With all the space that's out there and a guy closing out on you, instinctive, you think, okay, let me beat him. Especially he had made 3 shots, like he's feeling good. He made it through game 6, and boom. All it took was that little push, man. That was, it
was hard to watch.
Yeah, that was tough. That was tough.
You could see it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was bad.
And so in the moment, you immediately think, okay, what is their shot here? And it's Siakam, right?
Yep.
And McConnell gave them everything he had and what they needed from him.
Yep.
And then some.
Yep.
And they stayed in it.
Yeah. Like if Halliburton didn't go out,
have enough.
If he didn't go out, I thought a run would be made by OKC in the third quarter.
Anyway,
you know what I'm saying? Like it might not have gotten that big of a lead, like 20 plus, when they had to come back from it. But man, when a guy like Halliburton comes out, T.J. McConnell is a guy that is a great role guy in his role. But to take on that added pressure and that other responsibility of now being the guy to orchestrate everything, plus play. If you playing 16 or 19 minutes, that's cool. Well, you got to start getting about 20, 28, 29 minutes, and you got to defend on the other end, too. You're not just being a spark plug. That's different, man. It's different. You need guys to be in their roles. And they star went down, and it showed. Nothing they could do. Yeah,
that's the question I was going to ask, just from a basketball perspective, like, because you got to take the mental blow out of it, right?
Yeah.
I think they did a good job of eliminating that part of it, the psychology of watching your teammate go down like that. But just in terms of basketball X's and O's, they were affected by McConnell's extra minutes and having to guard the perimeter on the other side for those extended periods of time.
Then everybody else has to take a step up. So you lose your point. Now, McConnell got to step up. And whoever's coming behind him, he got to play more minutes. Behind him, they got to play more minutes.
That's right.
And it's just all out of way.
SGA, when he got the basketball away from the basket and had McConnell on him.
He knew what time it was.
No picks, no nothing. I don't want them switching. And he went straight to the hole.
Yep. At that point, it's the war of attrition. Like, you're a backup for a reason. Ain't no knock to McConnell. It's just, like, it's the MVP.
I started thinking about, like, I mean, obviously he was writhing in pain, right?
Yeah.
And then emotional and all those things. But I remember when Kobe did it.
Yeah.
And he still shot those 2 free throws.
Yeah. KD walked off, too.
He did. Yep. By the way, real quick, Kevin Durant to Houston. What do you think about that deal? I saw some talking heads on ESPN talk about Houston actually protected a couple of their best prospects that you would have thought they would have had to unload to get KD.
It was
but
interesting.
He's going into his 19th year, though.
Yeah, still a flamethrower, still a cooker. Can get to his spots, raise up over you, and nothing you can do about it. Just hope he miss. But I think when you're going with a guy like Ime Udoka, who's coaching Houston, he's been around nothing but championship pedigree. He was under Popovich with the San Antonio Spurs. Then he laid the foundation. The reason the Boston Celtics were able to win that championship was not because Mazzulla, I hope I'm saying his name right, Joe Mazzulla, but it was because of the groundwork that Ime Udoka put down. Like, he's a no-nonsense. I mean, look at his tree. He's coming off the top of his tree. So he know how to coach with stars. He know how to play with stars. Most importantly, he know how to communicate with stars. So I think it's a perfect situation for KD, who needs not discipline for himself, but discipline around him, where they have a goal that he can make everybody reach and everybody understands their role, and he can just go play basketball. That's all he wants to do. You know what I mean? When he left Golden State, the reason he left Golden State because he wasn't able to just play basketball. Like, Draymond started being a coach. Like, Kerr the coach. What you talking about? Give you the ball. Like, it's me and Steph, then Clay, then you. Like, where do you get the ball from? So, like, he don't want to do none of that, put up with none of that. So, as long as you got a strong-headed coach, you're going to be all right. Ime Udoka, man, he just fell into a honeypot on this one.
You saying he knows how to communicate with the stars.
Yeah.
Stood out, you know?
Yeah, it's no question. Like, you look at what he did with Boston, that's why I used them as an example, because leading up to them winning that championship last year with Missoula, all we kept hearing about is, can Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum play together?
Right.
Can they play together? Ime Udoka, yeah, can they coexist? So he was like, well, this is the way we're going to do it. If you're not cool with it, all right, well, y'all ain't got to play. Y'all ain't got to play together. So he'll start both of them. About 4 minutes into the game, he'll snatch one and let the other one play. Then he'll sub them back in and let the other one play. It's like, dog, till y'all show me y'all can coexist, then
that's interesting.
What we doing? You know what I'm saying? And he's not going to back down. Like, he ain't scared of no player. Like, he's been in the war in the basketball war, with people, you know what I mean, under Popovich, and play with guys like coaching under with Tim Duncan around, seeing how it's supposed to be laid down. No, he ain't going. Just ask LeBron. LeBron tried to buck up at him, and he was, what? He got fined for calling him some bad words during the game. Like, this is a dude, and he's sitting over there about 6'5", 6'6". So you just ain't no just guy you just gonna run up on. But yeah, man, they got some good. They have some good.
Houston went from 17-1 to win the NBA title next year to the second leading favorite.
Yeah.
OKC, though, the way they've got their roster set, I mean, they are a young group, man, and they don't have to move anybody, and they've got some assets too with regard to the draft. So
it was good for them to win that championship. For the reason being that it was the way they were able to win it, like the adversity, they didn't have to go through too much. You know what I'm saying? Jokic, when they played Denver, Aaron Gordon hamstring was hurting. Remember? In this situation, Halliburton, you know what I mean, towards Achilles. And you had some other ones where, like, I'm not diminishing anything, but as a young team that's never been there, experience usually plays a factor. They didn't really have to go through the experience at the highest level when a star on the other team is playing at his highest with a secondary star as well. So, like, kudos to him, though. Like, not taking anything away from him at all, but you got to have some. This is what we were just talking about the other day. You got to have some luck. Like to win championships. You just don't win them.
737-1045. That was a great series, man.
Yeah, it was.
That was a great series.
Yes, it was.
Those two teams competed at a very high level, and
fans were into it.
Yeah.
Both teams.
I mean, if you think the NBA is just isolation ball all the time, you missed an incredible series because there was hardly any of that.
Even our guy Todd Furman tweeted, I can't believe I'm saying this, NBA Finals over the Stanley Cup.
615-737-1045. And he played college hockey, so it means a lot to him. LSU wins the College World Series. We'll talk about it. Coach Kevin Schnall got tossed on the other side.
That was nuts.
Awful.
And he did not hold back.
No, we've got the audio. If you haven't heard it, you'll want to. That's coming up. Your phone calls. If you're on hold, please stay there. We'll get to you. 615-737-1045.
Holistic Stem Cell Therapy. Yes, right. KellumStemCellInstitute.com. When you are trying to figure out just how to get inflammation out of your body, you think you need to start taking all these over-the-counter medications and drugs or whatsoever, whatever else you think can help, don't do it. You already got the healing power in your body. It's your body, your cells, your solution. It's your body's stem cells, people. They store them for future and continued use, but understand that they are harvested and redeployed based on your needs. So knowing that stem cells attack inflammation in the body, which autoimmune disorders derive from inflammation. So put it all together. It's your cells going in there doing work, telling the other cells, get up, y'all. We got some fighting to do. And a lot of times you just need that little shaking. Well, you can get your consultation and get your cells awakened with 615-850-4415. You sit down and talk to Dr. Ethan Kellum one-on-one in your consultation. He asks everything you can think of. KellumStemCellInstitute.com.
Good afternoon. It's 4 o'clock. I'm Joseph Bonanno live from the 104.5 The Zone Studios. The NBA Finals wrapped up this weekend as the Oklahoma City Thunder took Game 7 to win the franchise's first NBA title. As for the Pacers, more bad news following the loss, as it was confirmed today that star point guard Tyrese Halliburton did in fact tear his right Achilles in the Game 7 loss. The College World Series wrapped up as well as LSU baseball won its 8th national title, putting it alone in second place for most all time. Final polls for the 2025 college baseball season were also released today, and the Vols ranked as high as number 10 and as low as number 12 in the polls. The Vols also had a good weekend recruiting, earning commitments from 2 top transfer portal players, Virginia outfielder Henry Ford and Bowling Green two-way star DJ Newman. For your foundation repair and whatever needs you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Titans and Vols. This is 104.5 The Zone.
The HL 104.5 The Zone. Brent Doherty with you on a beautiful day in the Music City. It's hot.
Hot.
Thinking about those of you that are working outside. It's that time of year, man. 98 the current temperature.
Ooh. It's 4 o'clock, dog.
Feels like 108 currently. We are under a heat advisory until 7 o'clock. That is where we are.
The devil sitting outside on the bus stop.
That's exactly right. Babsy's sitting in here, though.
What up? I'm here. Happy
What up,
Monday.
Babsy?
Twitch, please.
Slade dealing with his knee, now dealing with his ankle. Asked if any of us could rap. Babs immediately, without hesitation. It was a clear bite.
I'm waiting on Babs to rap, though.
It was a clear bite.
I need to wrap you.
I mean, she did take somewhat of an organic chemistry class. She was going to be a doctor. Then she was going to be a lawyer. Remember that?
But she's an athlete, though. I think I could rap. I could do this. I've seen my ankle rap a number of times. Like,
I mean, is it your ankle or your knee you need wrapped?
no, my ankle, not my knee. I could wrap my knee.
Oh,
It's my ankle.
yeah, I can do your ankle.
I can't reach my ankle.
Back in
couldn't
the
even
day,
put my
we
sock
would
on
always
this
wear
morning.
those, what do you call them?
Ankle braces,
Yeah, but they're the,
straps.
what were they called?
I know what you're talking about with the big A on there.
Yeah,
You gotta,
yeah.
Strap it over. and
Ace
go
bandage.
under. Yep.
No,
No.
active ankles.
Yeah.
That's
Activate.
what they were. Active ankles. Yep.
Okay. Slade Dog's here.
I'm in the building. For the show.
Do you want to play a game?
A game?
Would you like to play a game?
Yeah.
Yeah, Eggy Bob texted me. What do you think he texted about?
What? Are we about to play a game that Eggy Bob said we need to play?
What time did he text you?
Right now.
Just right now.
What do you think he texted about?
Him or his brother having a knee replacement.
They're young, Slade.
He does like to include his brother in his stories,
Yeah,
though.
all the time. I wonder do his brothers
Is it about, wait, can I guess?
Yeah.
Is it about the time that he had to wrap up his ankle when he played football in high school?
No, he wrote, I decided to run in the middle of the
That was
day
a
in
good
this
one.
heat, in all caps. That was a good one.
That's not smart.
where you going and what you doing? Like, why? What you getting ready for? Dog, on my phone it says.
What you getting ready for?
Yeah.
That's a great question.
Dog,
There's a heat advisory.
Bing, that's exactly what I was going to just say, Babs. Like it says, all right, everybody listen. 4 p.m., 5 p.m., 6 p.m., poor weather for running right now. That means don't get out there. So for cycling, maybe like, all right, I'll ride a bike and get a breeze. Poor weather for cycling right now. The only thing you can maybe get away with is gardening, apparently. It's fair.
I
Which
mowed
is
the lawn
crazy.
yesterday, and that is the hottest I have ever felt
See what I'm
being
saying?
outside.
Like, don't do that, John.
And then it started raining in the middle, like right as I was wrapping up. So I didn't even get to like weed it or anything because it sky dropped out on me.
Zelf, if you ain't out there at 5 a.m., don't you go out there.
I was going to say. Boy, I used to pay attention to the weather when I was a kid and I had to mow that acre with a push mower.
Mm-hmm.
I'd pay attention to the weather. I'd be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna mow at like 12:30. It started raining about 12:45.
Yeah, see.
Knocked me back inside.
You smart, you are.
Yeah, I tried to be. Home teams are now 16-4 in the
Delay
NBA
the
Finals.
Inevitable, though.
You're right.
Yeah, that's true. But in the moment. Home teams are now 16-4 in the NBA Finals Game 7s. Scottie Pippen won 6 titles with the Bulls. He tweeted, NBA Finals Game 7? Never heard of it.
Yeah, come on, Scotty. All right.
I love that he still flexes.
Yeah, sit on it with his little braids. Man, you over 50. Take your braids off, man.
Why are you hating?
Cause don't nobody know Scottie Pippen for no braids. Sit on down, Scotty.
He never had him when he played.
Never.
Ever.
Like, what are you doing, Scotty?
Maybe he's in a midlife crisis.
He's had him for a minute, too.
Yes, he has. It looked weird, too.
Zeph, what did Kevin Durant get involved in with Acho?
So Emmanuel Acho,
Speaking of Bob.
on the
They look
facility,
just alike.
on the facility was putting together his legacy formula for NBA players. So the formula is championships won divided by teams played for is your player legacy. And so he tweeted out that Steph has 4 rings for one team, so his score's a 4.
Okay.
Like LeBron has 4 rings, 3 teams, so his score's a 1.3. Kevin Durant is 2 rings, 5 teams, 0.4 is his score. Basically saying he has 0 player legacy. And so Kevin Durant commented and said, well, according to the great Kevin Durant's legacy formula that was created in the best labs at MIT, Emmanuel Acho is the worst linebacker of all time. You sure you want to listen to this guy about greatness?
Hey, man, KD got time, man. I'm telling you.
He loves it.
They better leave that man alone. He responds to everything.
Yes, he does. At least he does it from his own Twitter handle now.
Sometimes.
Remember that?
I'm sure he still uses that burner.
Yeah,
I'm sure
the
he still
burner,
uses
Yeah,
it.
the burner one?
Yep.
Yeah. Start going at people.
Yep.
KD. He seems like such a quiet dude.
Meh. I don't know.
Clearly.
Nah, he got some savage in him.
Yeah, no doubt. LSU wins the College World
Shout out to
Series. They beat Coastal Carolina 1-0 on Saturday. That was a great pitching performance
Yes.
by both pitchers. Incredible.
Well, the first one was.
Yeah, 1-0. That one, Saturday. And then 5-3 yesterday.
Yeah, that's the one I was talking about.
That's when Coach Kevin Snall got tossed. Coastal Carolina coach got tossed by, who was it? Who's that ump?
Angel.
Compost.
Campos.
Angel Compost, yeah. And it was a quick trigger, man.
I called him
I don't
Angel.
even think. Yeah, I don't even think that's quick. To
He was-
describe that? That was
He was no angel. This is a national championship, man.
Yeah.
Right.
Come
You got to
on.
give some leeway.
Did you guys see what the sentence was that got him tossed? Like all he said? Mm-hmm. You've missed 3 calls. That's all he said.
Yeah, because
Allegedly.
Campo said you were arguing balls and strikes or whatever, and he held up 3 fingers.
and you missed.
And
3
he's
of
like,
them.
what does that mean? He's like, you've missed 3 calls, which I think is funny. I love this Coastal Carolina coach, man. Do you have some of the audio from the postgame?
I've got the entire his entire answer to when he was asked about the ejection.
All right,
good,
let's
too.
hit it.
There's 25,000 people there, and I vaguely hear a warning issued. As the head coach, I was assistant for 24 years, and as an assistant, you're almost treated like a second level citizen, and you can't say a word. Now, as a head coach, I think it is your right to get an explanation of why we got warned. And I'm 48 years old. I shouldn't get shooed by another grown man, right? So when I come out to ask what the warning is, a grown man shooed me. So at that point, I can now hear him say, it was a warning issued for arguing balls and strikes. And at that point, I said, because you missed 3. At that point, ejected. If that warrants an ejection, I'm the first one to stand here like a man and apologize. 2 words that define our program are own it. And what does that mean is you have to own everything that you do without blame, without defending yourself, without excuses. if you guys watch the video, there was a guy that came in extremely aggressively, tripped over Campos's foot, embarrassed in front of 25,000, immediately goes 2-game suspension, and said, bumping the umpire. Immediately does that. There was no bump. He was embarrassed. I shouldn't be held accountable for a grown man's athleticism.
Or like
He'll retract it, though, because now it's excessive. And the reason why it's excessive, because I was trying to say, I didn't bump him. It is what it is. But if that warranted an ejection, man, there'd be a lot of ejections. As an umpire, I feel like it's your job to manage the game, the national championship game, with some poise, some calmness, and a little bit of tolerance.
Yeah, you don't need to be the story.
No.
As an umpire or an official. And if you watch the video, I mean, there was no bump.
No,
The guy did trip as he was
tripped
hurriedly
over Campos's foot.
Yeah.
What was his name?
I cannot be held accountable for a grown
You just-
man's
athleticism.
He's just
athleticism.
coming in hot and trip.
You see that all the time in baseball, is where like one of the third or first base umpires will run in and just get in between the coach and whatever umpire he's arguing with, just to create some separation.
But Schnall wasn't even hot, though, you know? Like,
Yeah. No, he wasn't. But they'll do that anyways, just to make sure that nothing gets escalated. And then he escalated himself by tripping and saying, "Yep, you're suspended 2 games."
He did. He tripped and fell
He was
all the way
embarrassed.
down.
He was.
And
I
then he did
all
like
the
a
way
back somersault, a backward somersault.
So did.
615-737-1045.
That was weak.
That is 6 College World Series titles in a row for the SEC.
Jeez.
Rolling.
5 different teams. LSU has now won it twice. Tennessee, Ole Miss, Mississippi State, and Vanderbilt have all won national titles in this run of 6.
7 of the 8.
Do you think something happens to Campos? I mean, do you think
Yeah, he got to
Is
go down
something
you need to come down
done
here.
or said
Yeah.
or
He need to be at 6 and under or something.
well, I
You don't
guess
need to be doing
allegedly
that.
he used to be in the bigs, right?
Right.
And
Yeah.
got booted.
That was a problem.
Yeah.
Oh, Boots coming behind this one too.
Yeah.
He should be
I
doing
mean,
a
from what I
6-year
read, he
race.
was
Those are like-
fired from the bigs.
Yeah, you need to
And
come
then
down
now
and
he's
get
on the
parents.
national stage.
Like what?
And
on
pulling
that
that?
stage. That one right there.
And
Nah,
going
man.
2 games for pushing. I mean, come on.
That was beyond weak. Beyond weak.
When we come back, one big Titans question we keep coming back to. Easton Freeze did a little offseason mailbag for A to Z Sports that was really good. He took a question about this, and we'll hit on it. Also, take your phone calls on me. I didn't get there this segment. I will when we come back. If you can stay on hold. 615-737-1045.
Want to tell you about Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville. This year, this company is celebrating 100 years in business. Do you know why? Because they do things right. Because it's a family-oriented, family-first business, and they mean that. Because they have lifetime warranties on all their windows and doors. And on top of it, because Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville has the best customer service ever. They have the staff in place to make sure that they support you, the customer. They back up their labor with a 10-year labor warranty, which is leading in the industry. That's on top of the window warranty. And because of their quality of product, their craftsmanship, and their process of installation, people absolutely love them. And I've loved working with them as well. 4.9 rating, Google reviews, and there's a ton of ratings there. So you know they're doing things right. They also let me give away a Dawn deal every single month. So for the month of June, you got a couple more days to get in on this one. The Dawn deal, 60% off qualifying installations plus 0% APR for 36 full months. Ask them about it. Schedule your free consultation. You can call them at 615-249-1910, or the easiest thing to do is schedule that free consultation online at PellaNashville.com.
3HL 1045 The Zone. Chris Lowe will join us at 5 o'clock today on The Big Show. Alabama opens the college football season at Florida State, tied a 12.5-point favorite. That doesn't matter at all to transfer quarterback Thomas Castellanos.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that with Chris.
That's some crazy.
I got to look him
right
up.
now.
Yeah.
I remember him at BC. He was tough for some of the ACC teams to deal with, but like against the better opponents, he struggled. But he had some things to say about Alabama.
Is this Diego Pavio's fault?
Now everybody's doing it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a good I had forgotten that Castellanos went to Florida State, transferred to Florida State. That's where he was at UCF before he was at Boston College. So he was with Gus Malzahn at UCF. Now Gus is the offensive coordinator at Florida State. So some symmetry there. Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll talk a little bit more about that in just a little bit. 615-737-1045. That was repetitive.
A lot of little bits.
So during the break, Babs was so confident that she would be able to wrap your ankle properly.
Mm-hmm.
She did a pretty good job.
I was wrapped. You want me to show the people?
It's a wrap.
Show them. I know what I'm doing.
Yes, you do. I'll give you little props.
When she got done, she looked at it, and she had this really confident look on her face. She goes, "Look at that, Zeph," and fist bumped him. Slay is showing the people. If you can watch the show live, you could do it on YouTube, Facebook
can't
Live,
see it,
Twitter,
so.
and Twitch.
Yeah, you
That's
gotta-
all. That's all calf.
Twitch, please.
It's all calf.
Go a little bit more to the right. There you go.
There we go.
I'm so far behind. I'm just
There it is.
I'm looking at Slay's
Now
calf.
I did do it backwards, so I had to fold the
You had to-
Velcro part.
No, you just
but
had to Missy Elliott that thing. Just flip it
that's
and
right.
reverse it. And reverse
That's
it.
right. Yes.
You think he's going to stay?
Oh, yeah, it's on there.
Slay?
Oh, yeah, it's on
I
there.
did it tight
Yeah, it's on there. It ain't moved.
because the point of wrapping it is to compress it.
Right. Maybe this will help me out.
I don't think you can put your shoe on, but
Yeah, who needs shoes?
it's overrated.
Fred Flintstone was great without them.
Yeah, but it's so hot out there.
Oh, don't walk on pavement, though. You need to be in grass. Yeah, I didn't even think about that barn. No, they had dirt roads. It was on dirt roads.
Jeez.
Were you Wilma or Betty? Do you like Wilma or Betty?
Betty was Fred's, right?
No.
Oh, Wilma.
You like Wilma?
Yeah.
Okay. 615-737-1045.
Moonshine in the chat said, I don't, Monahan or something, why leave the sock on?
Well,
I told him to take it off. but
that was my question.
No, listen.
I think it was nice, so I didn't have to.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not exactly a personal trainer. I mean, athletic trainer. I don't deal in sweat and stinky feet often.
When you were doing your live, Slay was like, "You want to do it, Yorl?" I was like, "No." Babs thinks she can do it. Like she has this false confidence thing going, so she probably will do it well.
Mm-hmm. Now, if I were taping it, I could rock a tape job.
Yeah, I wouldn't want you to tape it. I know you're going to wrap tight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tape. No.
Super tight. Yeah.
it'd be impossible to get off.
Yeah, I can't take my sock off. That's why the sock was left on. I didn't put my sock on this morning. I had to wake Lil Ron up to put my sock on.
Serious?
I can't reach it. I can't.
Did he think that was
knee
a
won't bend.
Ray,
My
we
knee
got
won't
to
bend.
get you in.
How did he deal with that request? Was he cool?
He was asleep. So he was like, then I had to tell him, dog, I thought you worked out. Like, why you can't pull my sock over his ankle? So.
Lil Ron.
Yeah, 615-737-1045. One big Titans question we keep coming back to. Cornerback LaJarius Sneed.
What is it now?
Easton Freeze did an offseason mailbag for A to Z Sports.
Uh-oh.
And it was really good. He answered a lot of questions, like Jim White does.
Yeah.
He took a question about that topic. Easton Freeze was asked, what are the internal feelings on Sneed? And this is what he wrote. Internally, the message has been very consistent all off season. They aren't very worried about him returning to form. They like him a lot as a leader in that room, and they're expecting him back in a big way. It's kind of shocking how unconcerned they seem to be when I talk to them, frankly. Maybe that's a great sign. Maybe it's overlooking a big issue that could plague them in the fall. We'll see.
Seem like they know something we don't.
Right.
That's what I took from
And
it.
you
But
know they're doing their research. You know they've dove in. You know they did their research because they have to figure out
They can't
if
fail.
this is a legal thing to where they're not going to
That
have
part
him.
too.
right. So we're talking injury. We're also talking legal issues.
Yes.
But
It's twofold on this conversation.
Right.
so I wanted to ask all that and see, like, are they just, saying and doing whatever, or is that really a sign that they're not worried about it? And to me, it's
Well,
like,
I mean, what it comes down to is, do you trust Easton Freeze's contacts, right? His sources.
right. And he has.
Are they high enough up to where they know the real story from the legal part of it
Right.
and
I would
are
guess.
confident that he's going to be healthy?
I would guess that they are. We've had him in studio,
Mm-hmm.
but for him to get 90 minutes with the head coach, remember that conversation?
Yeah.
I think he's.
I think he's
Really good.
pretty
I think
locked
he's
in over there.
legit. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
That's where I think your answer comes from.
right, that and they weren't real aggressive in terms of bringing in cornerbacks, right? So I think that tells you something.
It's going to be interesting to see it play out, though, because one thing about it, you got to have them.
You got to have them. So, I mean, all things
Have
being
to.
equal,
Have to.
you would have LaJarius Sneed and Roger McCrary and Jarvis Brownlee Jr. That's not bad
you feel
in terms of
pretty damn good about that lineup.
if you get the best from each guy and they can stay injury free, that's not bad. That's pretty good.
Ain't that
Agreed.
cold? We saw, speaking of people knowing that they got it, we saw that from Jarvis Brownlee up from the get-go.
yeah.
From the jump.
And here we are talking about, you know what, that ain't bad. Like, that's a good, like, what is this, year 2, year 3 film? Two.
Year two, it'll
right?
be year 2.
Oh, that's,
So when he was a rookie at training camp, I remember this moment. Rhett Bryan was talking with him, and I walked over just to listen. And he said something interesting. Like he was really open, and Rhett does a good job asking questions the right way too. But Brownlee Jr.'s like one of the things he was concerned about in terms of what he needed to get better at, making the jump from college to the pros. He was like, I've got to watch my eye discipline. And he went on for about a minute about that, about the eye candy, and my eye discipline has to be better.
yeah.
And I thought that for a guy to say that publicly means he's an introspective guy that's trying to figure out what he needs to improve on and how he can get better. So I really like that dude.
That's all right.
Which
I'm with
also
that.
means that was something that he was told by scouts when he was in college.
Probably, yeah.
That this part of your game will get you at the next level if you don't get better.
Right.
You
And
get
he,
away with it a little bit in the college
Yeah.
game.
he didn't get drafted till the 5th round, right?
Right.
Remember we talked to Greg Cosell after
He
the
loved
draft about it, and he loved him, and he was like, "Where did he go? The 3rd round?" We're like, "No, the 5th." And Greg was like, "Yeah, he's a better player than that." So, but here's the problem though: if LaJarius Sneed isn't there or hurt or whatever, then they have issues at cornerback. I mean, just like that.
Right.
So
That fast. Yes.
that's an issue. Inside linebacker and that.
Yeah, already the depth has been a problem, and it's going to continue to be a problem till we can get a cycle in.
Another cycle,
One
yeah.
more cycle in, yeah.
So Freeze was asked about inside linebacker and who he thinks will start next to Cody Barton. And he said, I think it'll be James Williams. So Cedric Gray and former Vandy star Anthony Orji are battling out.
I like Orgy.
I do.
I
too.
loved him in college.
Yeah. Great player, Vandy.
I just I ain't seen it.
No.
That's why I love him, man. Like what y'all saying with Vandy. We ain't seen enough of Gray, man. The
I agree.
upside is there. The potential is there. We keep hearing good things about it, but it's kind of like my guy, Traylon Burks. Just got to be on the field. We got to see it.
I'm also super jaded because of my training camp of watching Gray and seeing how lost he was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I feel like I'm jaded. I know obviously he had a full year, but he missed time with injury and
Yeah,
all
you
of
said that
that.
in a moment.
Definitely in the territory.
well, yeah, and listening to coaches too, I was like, oh, he has no idea.
Let me ask y'all something. Does Callahan get a pass if this was an injury-ridden season?
I think the current thought.
Or is it all on the offense and what Cam can do?
Here's the beautiful part about winning 3 games from a coaching perspective. The bar is set really low.
Yeah.
So if you win 6, you've doubled your win total.
Yeah, you're in good hands.
And not just with Austin.
Right.
Yeah, that's a good question. I also think like maybe the answer is different now than in the season because I think it's easier to get emotional in the season about negative or positive things.
Yep. Agreed.
So I think like if we owned the team and we were sitting over there and we were like, okay, you know, we need to see some progress from Cowie. Obviously, this is a competitive business. Everybody knows that. It's a competitive world, but we're good, you know? And then you get in the season, you lose 4 games in a row or something to start the season, then maybe that thought becomes a little quicker. I don't know. I mean, Miss Amy ain't afraid.
No.
She is not afraid to make a move.
Not at all. And there's always somebody up and coming that you can go grab as a head coach and kind of get energy back right. But
I mean, she fired a guy after a playoff win in Kansas City and brought in Vrabel. So there's that.
Yep.
615-737-1045. The number, John in Franklin. John, what's up?
Hey, guys. Hey, this is 3 things for Splay real quick, and then I'll just listen to them.
Okay.
One, I only had Spanish for travel in high school, and I didn't have to take it in college either. I think you'd hate that. And, 2, I've had both my knees replaced. I played basketball until I was like 52. My wife always said, you're going to regret it. I don't regret it, but, yeah, I've had them both done. And it's not fun. I don't care what those other guys told you.
Oh, come on, John.
You're not, I don't think, Slay, this is no offense, man, but I think I've heard you and seen you enough. We both like cheeseburgers, man. You know. You know what I mean? It's bigger. It's harder on a big person. I'm a big guy, too. It's hard. It's going to be harder than trust me, just do the PT. Act like it's practice. That's what I did.
Okay.
And did okay. And the other thing is I'm the guy that called in months ago about Edie, and I made the mistake, I guess, of saying, I'll say it again, and I'll try to explain it this time. I said he's a poor man's Wilt Chamberlain. Not Wilt Chamberlain. Poor man.
Remember. Hi, John. I remember you.
Yeah. I said he could just do, and I even called one day, Slay, and you were doing SEC or something. You weren't there.
Yeah.
But you know, here's what I'll say, and then I want to listen to what you think about him. I think he had a better year than a lot of people thought. I want to know what you think. I think he is going to have a hard time staying healthy. That's my big fear for him, is staying healthy. But I thought he played pretty good, you know. No, he's not Wilt Chamberlain, nowhere near. But I thought he held his own and can play against most teams pretty well, and seemed like he became more of a factor as the year went on. Now I'll shut up now and listen to you. Thanks.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
Well,
I think you destroyed John when he called in with that Wilt Chamberlain take.
Do you remember it?
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah,
either you or Mayor destroyed him.
It was
one of y'all.
I'm proud of either one of us if we did, but but with Zach Edey, I think he figured out who he was and understanding that you got a superstar in John Morant. Let him be the superstar, be there to clean up things, be the protector, be 7'2". I think that's the thing where people get lost. Like, it's easy for him to get out there and start saying, you know what, I'm going to expand my game. I'm going to start shooting 17-foot. No, dog. Do what got you there. And then when you got your feet cemented into the franchise, then we'll see about getting you the ball and letting you get some little short corner 10-foot shots or something. But other than that, be who they need you to be because they got a guy in Jaren Jackson who can get it done, John Morant who can get it done. These are all-stars. Guys up for Defensive Player of the Year. One was up for MVP 2-3 years ago. So, like, just be who they need you to be. And I think he understood that. He's no fool. So,
I thought they did a good job of utilizing him, too.
Yeah.
And you got to be asking him to do too much. Like, his minutes weren't, 20 minutes a game somewhere in there.
You got to be receiving of that, too. You know what I mean?
Right.
Being taken that high and shocking people, like, ended up being a top 10 pick. So, it could have been easily, man, I'm the guy, man. Like, give me the rock. Because in Summer League, they were giving him the ball over and over and over. And he wasn't getting the opportunities like they during the season because you're playing with a different group. Mm-hmm. And you're playing with a guy that's called the franchise of your team. And he's on the court. It goes through him.
That's right.
So, be that guy.
9.2 points per game, 8.3 rebounds per game.
Yeah, did good, though. That's a good, solid. Anything you flirting with a double-double in any level of basketball, that's all right. Highly accepted. Good job, Zach Edey.
Didn't anticipate the good job Zach Edey thing today, but
sometimes you got to pat him on the back and send him on his way.
This is where we are. 615-737-1045. Andy Reid has called in.
Coach Andy Reid?
Andy Reid, what's up?
He's in Carthage.
Hey, guys. Yeah. Hey. I want to say, I want to bring up something about the new coach that the Titans have.
Yeah.
And I remember I met you guys at the Lebanon Shoney's one day. And
I remember you telling me your name was Andy Reid. I remember that.
Yeah, and I used to work with a fellow named John Lynch, too.
I remember that.
He passed away. He was a great guy.
R.I.P. John Lynch.
But you're
John Lynch. I don't want to confuse people out there.
He's on you.
Yeah, I'm Andy. But anyway, hey, I just want to bring up something about the new quarterback for the Titans have. And I've watched and listened to the Titans for many years now, and I just have a feeling that if the offensive quarterback coaches don't provide him with targets that are close by, then I think we're going to be in a year from now or 2 years from now, we're going to be talking about the same old stuff with another quarterback coming in. They have to give their quarterback some close by targets. Peyton Manning, if he couldn't find anybody, he had a target close by, and the other quarterbacks that do a real good job, they've always got targets close by, and that's just something I've noticed that they don't need to. It's hard to a 30, 40-yard pass every time, and that's just something I wanted to bring up with you guys.
Thank you, Andy. Appreciate it, man. Close by targets.
Yeah,
this is a big year for Chig.
Big year for Tajay and Tony Pollard too.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Like those are supposed to be the close by targets.
I like that close by target.
I do too. Like that'll work. And then whoever's in the slot.
I mean, there's talk that Gunnar Helm may actually be tight end number 1 when the season starts.
Speaking of Easton Freeze, he
loves
him.
He loves Gunnar Helm.
Gunnar Helm. Mini camps.
So does Buck.
Yeah.
So the tight end university that Kittle and Kelsey put on every year in Nashville, Gunnar Helm, the only Titans tight end that's going to be there.
Oh, wow. Who you know?
A couple people probably.
Also, ESPN, their NFL live show with Orlovsky and is it Laura Rutledge? Yeah, they'll be live from there.
Oh, cool.
First time ever.
Here in Nashville, yeah.
Orlovsky's good, man.
We got to get him on, Zeph.
Come on, Zeph.
Yeah, no, I saw that today. I was thinking about that. So I will.
We don't think about it. Do it.
I will do my job and ask.
Good job, Zeph.
Way to go, Zeph.
I don't need applause.
Slow golf clap. I'm not clapping. Don't try. Do. Let's go. Positive thinking. I mean, Zeph's in here. Babs is so proud of herself after wrapping your ankle. Zeph looks at it and goes, that ain't going to hold.
No, it's because
yes, it is.
No, it's because when she put it on backwards and she had to fold the thing over and stick it on.
I did.
And when
details.
Yeah.
When she first stuck it on, it slid a little because it was tightening back up from where she flipped it, and it looked like it was about to come off. And then she showed me that no, it's actually stuck. So from my angle, it looked like it was.
But now you feel good about it.
Oh, so you like from the angle that the umpire had, the first base umpire had when he tripped.
Say it again.
Back. I'm glad you didn't trip when you came running.
Yeah,
in
it was
here.
from you had the angle from the first base umpire.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Thought it was a bump, but it wasn't.
No.
That's right.
I just tripped.
You can watch the show live, YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitter, and Twitch.
Twitch, please.
The F&M Bake Chat is open. Travis, 1984, says, or he didn't say, he wrote, I really wish Andy would have mentioned Nuggies.
Oh, gosh. That's Slay's least favorite.
Yeah, that ain't.
That or Chet Holmgren.
You would Chet Holmgren. You doing it.
Oh, me.
You would just sing it out of nowhere.
No, the one that gets me with Mayor is
What a player.
Dort.
Dort.
Yeah, I'm so glad Dort.
I was like, God, thank goodness the season's over. We don't have to hear that anymore.
I was doing that at your house. Is that why you didn't come back outside?
Probably.
I was manning the fire and saying Dort, 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 Dort.
Well, see.
May or may not be funny. Coming up next, 615-737-1045.
Car accidents, they happen. I mean, you drive the car, an accident happens. Not even if it's you. It could be somebody hitting you or you hitting somebody. Either way, listen, let's cut to the chase. Bar Dorm Injury Law, that's who you need to always rely on. They don't play no games. 615-242-9000. You know the life, how it can switch up. It can change. I mean, in a second. It can throw everything off, your job, your bills, peace of mind. That's when you need your good friends over at Bar Dorm Injury Law. Blair Dorm and his team, they've been fighting for folks in Tennessee for years, making sure insurance companies pay up. No upfront costs, no waiting around, just real people making sure you get what you deserve. So if you've been injured, no need looking around. You're listening to your guy, Big Slay. I'm telling you what to do. Call Bar Dorm Injury Law, 615-242-9000. Get some people on your side that's ready to fight for you. Ready 24/7. Bar Dorm Injury Law.
3HL 1045 The Zone. Something just made the 3HL bingo card during the break. Slade just informed us that he has to get a walker.
Fitted for a walker.
Yeah, I got you fitted. That's dumb.
This whole thing is dumb.
This is,
Can I say the word butt? This is my dumbass ankle.
Yeah, that's this ankle.
But Slade said, do I have to get tennis? No, I said, you have to get tennis balls on them.
Well, first, Slay said, dude, I got to get fitted for a walker. And Maher goes, no, dog. No.
I said, seriously? And then I was like, I didn't mean for it to come out that way.
No, dog.
It's like, okay. Thanks, y'all.
Snort.
Yeah.
I mean, what are they going to give you? Like one of those like tall tables that you find like a bar?
A high top?
Yeah, but not like the long ones, like the 2-person ones.
We got you all right there.
High top. I'm trying to figure out how to put tennis balls on the thing.
You can put tennis balls on the bottom of that table.
I guess you just take a knife to them, right? And just cut them and then put the legs inside.
I'm not well versed in walkers.
I can do it for you.
It's like, when is pudding day at your house?
Babs can do anything. Oh, I got banana pudding.
Oh, boy.
You know what? I meant to eat it last night. I'll eat it tonight. It's going to be just as good.
Where'd you get it from?
That? Waldo's.
You love some Waldo's banana pudding.
Yeah, he does.
Good. I usually burn stuff out.
By the way, can
you do.
I call Zeph out real quick?
Yep, go ahead.
I mean, have you ever been stopped from doing that?
Zeph, do you know what you're getting called out about?
Nope.
Do you not know?
No, what'd I do?
Do you not know the mistake you made on Twitter today?
Oh.
What'd I do?
Oh.
Did I tweet the wrong time for Zelo?
Nope, but you did tweet a typo.
I did?
What
Yep.
did Zeph type?
Yep.
Oh. What was it?
Proofreading, kids.
Let me see.
I'm
your
Let's
best
look
friend.
At it.
I missed it.
I got to go look at it.
Happy Monday. Recapping weekend title wins for LSU and OKC. How worries should the Titans be about LaJarius Sneed?
I like that.
Bah, 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 wah, wah.
I like that. How worries?
Yeah, that's
How
pretty
worried?
good. I think it fits right into what we do.
How worries should the Titans be about it?
That sounds like something we would say.
What that?
Zeph's just speaking 3HL. That's all he's doing.
How worries are you, Zeph? Scale
Out
1
of
to
10?
Yeah.
4.5 right now.
You got 4.5 worries?
That's
Yeah,
what
4.5 worries.
Is that the what is Acho rated scale of worries?
I don't know what Emmanuel Acho's doing.
So you've been on one team.
LaJarius
and-
Sneed's been on 2 teams and he's had 2 injuries. So
So you got 2 worries.
2. No, it'd be one.
No, point
99 problems. An injury ain't one.
And a dork ain't one. Mr. Keefe writes, Zeph it. That could be a thing.
Oh, that's definitely
That
Zeph.
could be a
Zeph
thing.
it.
Yep.
But only I can say that. Y'all can't say that.
Yeah, it's
We
kind of
can
your
say
attitude
we
nowadays,
can say whatever
honestly.
we
It
want.
is.
He's been on one.
Yeah, you have kind of had
Zeffing it lately, dog.
Well, Zeph it.
Just imagine,
ever since you got married.
I know, imagine how he's going to be this football season with Tennessee with all the questions at quarterback. And, I mean, what does Vegas say their over-under win total is?
Vegas don't know.
8.5.
8.5.
Imagine when it goes under.
I'll change that.
The ESPN
What's
FPI.
What's Auburn's?
I don't know what Auburn's is in Vegas, actually.
It might be 6.5.
That was a
No
Zeph it.
way it's that low.
It's either that or 7.5.
Really?
Why are you so
Always-
shocked?
Because they're always underestimating my guy Hugh.
What did they do last year?
According to this article on
They got
CBS.
it. Yeah, but who was their quarterback last year? The trashiest
Who's their quarterback this year?
Dude, I would take him. I will take him a million times over Peyton
At least
Thorne.
that guy's a 5-star.
I don't even care about that.
What did they do the year
do
before?
you know how bad Peyton Thorne was? Who was their quarterback the year before? Peyton freaking Thorne.
You're putting all of your hopes into Jackson Arnold.
I'm just putting all of my past insecurities into Peyton Thorne.
And he's out the door.
And he gone.
You're using the previous quarterbacks to justify this quarterback.
I
being
mean,
good.
is Peyton Thorne in the NFL?
No, didn't he transfer? Or was he done?
I don't
I
even
don't
know.
know.
Peyton
no,
Thorne
he
as
did
a-
transfer, didn't he?
I thought he
Dude,
transferred.
He's been
To
around
where?
forever. I covered him in a game when he was at Michigan State, and that was like 8 years ago.
Peyton Thorne is Babsy's mule. Carrying
Oh,
the
no, okay.
insecurities
I didn't like
out
him
the
then.
door.
Our crack research team back here, Ross.
Our research team that's on crack.
Yeah.
Of one.
Well, Ross, you on crack?
Yeah.
Only at home, not work.
Yeah, man. Sometimes.
He said he's a UDFA for the Bengals.
See,
yeah, that's right.
stop.
There we go.
There you go.
I can't even believe he's that.
Hey.
You know what he is? You know what he is? He's a camp body.
He's from
this guy
Naperville,
will make-
Indiana.
Oh.
I mean, Illinois.
Hey, he's going to learn from
Naperville,
Joe
Illinois.
Burrow.
No, you know what he's going to do? He's going to make the defense feel like they're in a really good spot during camp. That's what he's going to do.
He's from Naperville, Illinois. Candace Parker home.
I'm gonna be real. Like I tried to feed into him.
You did, and you even
got me.
texted us.
So did.
And the second
And the
Slay
painful-
texted us,
Yep.
pick six.
What'd he do?
Pick six.
Lost the game.
That was amazing.
And
man.
then the
I was
next
like,
drive,
dang.
another pick six.
So
I'm like,
did.
Slay, you still in?
No, that was wild right there. Like he came out scorching.
You
I was like,
legit
you know what?
were like, oh, look, he's here. Here we
See?
go. I'm
I
like,
mean,
don't even.
I was drinking the
Don't
Hugh Freeze Kool-Aid.
I think I was in the middle of a game.
See,
You
y'all
were.
had drinks
y'all
near
texted
Hugh
that.
Freeze before the season started.
And I wrote back what happened because Mara was
Yep.
like,
Yep.
right after you texted that, I'm like, that guy.
Dude, that was crazy.
Didn't Hugh Freeze, like, when he met us down there in that bar and we found Don, we turned
It was
the
in
corner.
a restaurant, Zeph.
It was a bar restaurant.
No, we were at the bar. They were in the restaurant with you.
Yeah.
That's right.
I didn't even know where they went.
That's right. We turned the corner and there they were with
Yeah.
well, there's like a huge group of people at the little table. What
Hey,
like,
Chris Lowe.
I think that's right. Chris Lowe was there. We turned the corner and I'm pretty sure we walked into the middle of the conversation of Hugh Freeze like hyping up Peyton Thorne to Dawn.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think that was the conversation we walked in on.
He loved Peyton Thorne.
Yeah, but no, he did not.
For a moment.
Okay, full transparency. What he loved was he felt like they were better around Peyton Thorne and that he went. I feel like I'm going back to a Tannehill talk. He's good enough. He's good enough. That's what I took from that.
I have your over under for Auburn.
What is it?
It's
Now,
7.
I will say, Coach
7.5.
Freeze
And a
was
half.
like, Dawn's not driving tonight, is she? Of course not, Coach.
I did hear
I'm
that.
good.
I did hear that part. All right. May or may not be funny, Seth. Let's go.
Wait, what was it for Auburn?
7.5.
Okay.
It's a lot.
Yeah, it's half off of Tennessee.
Oh. It's one full win off of Tennessee. This may or may not be funny. It has nothing to do with sports.
Oh, shocker. It's June.
Summertime.
Mark Kohler posted a story about a guy serving a life sentence in prison who got creative. Listen to this.
This guy in prison, he was dead for 2 minutes, verified by the paramedics, brought him back to life. He filed an appeal and said, I've served my life sentence. He did. He said, I served my life sentence. I verifiably died. I'm back. Let me out. And they're struggling. It is still in court because they're like, okay, we've got to follow the code here. He did die. Definition is so I was like, man, that was creative.
What do you do with that?
We ain't wrong.
I mean, I'm giving it
died.
to him just because.
We ain't wrong at all.
You're right, you did.
So it's tied up in court. They don't know what to do. This guy. This guy.
So I looked up the case.
Yeah.
His name's Benjamin Schreiber. He was convicted of first-degree murder in Iowa. He argued that his life sentence was completed when he experienced septic shock and was briefly declared dead before being revived. The Iowa Court of Appeals ultimately rejected his claim, stating that the law requires individuals of a convicted Class A felony to serve the rest of their natural life in prison, regardless of medical intervention.
Okay, there you go.
Medical intervention.
They're like, hey, that was really good.
Yeah.
But no.
We're going to keep you in here.
Great
You committed murder, bro.
Yeah. First degree.
I served my life sentence. Pretty good argument, though.
That was. I was out of here.
May or may not be funny. Funny?
Funny.
Yeah. Funny.
I tried to go a little different that time.
That was good.
Okay, thank you, Slay Dog.
You're welcome.
All right, Chris Lowe, coming up next. We'll talk about a Florida State quarterback. I'm going to go ahead and tell you what he said. This is what he said to On 3. He starts his Florida State career against Alabama. He said, quote, I dreamed of moments like this. I dreamed of playing against Alabama. They don't have Nick Saban to save them. I just don't see them stopping me, end quote.
And that is already all over the bullet board.
Yeah.
We'll talk with Chris Lowe about it next.
What's happening? You feeling a little down? Well, you got somewhere to go? Well, listen here. I'm telling you right now, it's time to get active. How are you going to do it, though? How are you going to get that system of yours rebooted and back to working, putting what in you need not to come out? That's where the IVs come in. MedicalHouseCalls.com. Healthcare designed for your life. Listen, men hate going to the doctors, right? I'm telling you, fellas, I know I do. And the doctors, unless you got a cool doctor, doctor's office and how convenient it is to have them come to you, this is what Medical House Calls does. They come right to your door, schedule your appointment, and get, boom, in there. 615-838-2375, whether it's at-home urgent care, mobile IV therapy, all of these things that you can get taken care of. Feeling a little sick, your son or your daughter under the weather, well, no need missing school. We'll get Medical House Calls to come right on over. You can't play those little games no more. The doctor comes to you. This is exactly what happens 7 days a week, Monday through Sunday, 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Same-day appointments are available. Next day is guaranteed. MedicalHouseCalls.com.
I want to tell you about my friends at Gupton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. That's where you need to go to get that next new vehicle, whether you're looking for a car, truck, SUV, or Jeep, new or pre-owned. These are your guys. Just simply go see my friends at Gupton at 3450 Tom Austin Highway in beautiful Springfield, Tennessee, about 30 minutes from downtown Nashville. Just let Daniel Gupton and his crew know what you are looking for. Maybe you need more room, maybe you need better gas mileage, whatever it is. They will point you in the right direction. They have an incredible new vehicle inventory, and their pre-owned inventory, phenomenal as well. So take your test drive, go inside. They will help make the numbers work, and it'll be that easy. Gupton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. Check them out online. All the dealership information is there. Address, phone number, all of it. The inventory they have, deals they have going on in the month of June right there at GuptonMotors.com. 24 West Shore, Clarksville, exit 35, straight shot to the best vehicle buying experience that you will have ever had. Gupton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. That's Gupton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram.
Good evening. It's 5:03. I'm Joseph Bonanno live from the 104.5 The Zone studio. The NBA Finals wrapped up as the Thunder took Game 7 to win the franchise's first title. Unfortunately for the Pacers, not only do they lose the finals, but star point guard Tyrese Halliburton was confirmed that he did in fact tear his right Achilles. The College World Series wrapped up as well as LSU baseball won its 8th national title, putting it alone in second place for most all time. Also, the final polls for the 2025 season were released. The ball is ranked as high as 10 and as low as 12. Tennessee baseball also busy in the recruiting this weekend, earning commitments from 2 top transfer portal players, Virginia outfielder Henry Ford and Bowling Green two-way star DJ Newman. For your foundation repair and waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home of the Titans and Bulls. This is 104.5 The Zone.
HL 104.5 The Zone. Brent Doherty with you on a beautiful day in the Music City. Hope you're having a good one. Get ready for one of the biggest nights in Tennessee sports, the Tennessee Sports Hall of Fame class of 2025 induction banquet presented by the Tennessee Titans Saturday, July 19th at the Omni, Nashville, downtown. From gridiron greats to hardwood heroes, this year's class includes Ron Slay.
That's me.
Hey.
I'll be in the building. Will I be walking in the building?
That's a great question. July 19th, this Saturday. Ron Slay, Shea Weber, Andy Kelly, Doug Matthews, Tamika Catchings, and more. Celebrate the legends.
Shea Weber from the Preds?
Yep.
Yeah.
Who've shaped
Man, that's a cold-blooded little class right there, man.
Sports story. Tickets and tables are going fast. Reserve yours now at tshf.net. That is a cold-blooded class.
Yeah. It's a lot of people. Y'all coming?
I think so.
Is that a question?
Babsy, this is your adventure time of the year.
Of course we'll be there. It's
You
on
could
our
be-
calendar.
Adventure time of the year.
We
You could
turned
be
down
anywhere.
a trip
See?
to Cancun to
See
be
what
there.
I'm saying? See, I'm telling you, like, I know my
So,
girl.
well, we can't go that weekend.
know my girl.
Slay's Hall of Fame. I already have a dress
will be
for
there.
it.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. Is this like a black tie type thing?
That's what I heard.
I mean, it's a dress-up thing.
Well,
Yeah.
I think
Well, I knew
went.
that, but is it a black tie type thing?
I went button down and slacks the last times I went.
I mean, I don't think it's black tie. But
Yeah.
Like, I'm treating it like you would a wedding.
Oh, okay.
You can wear anything.
I have a black suit
I bet
with
you
an
do.
orange tie.
Okay.
There you go.
You fit right in, yo.
CeeLo coming?
Don Davenport is here.
That's
Hi.
a great question. What up,
Come here.
Babsy?
Yo,
Lo gotta
happy
be there.
Monday. I mean, it's like all of those people.
Yeah, like every one of them. Like, yeah.
Chris Lowe, oddly enough, joins us right now.
If Lo not there, we'll gang. We'll gang Lo. When I see him. When we all see him. Lo, you ever been ganged?
No, I've been on the golf course. I went and played that same course Dawn did this weekend.
Oh, my God. Y'all, if you could see our group text chain, I mean, I get zero respect. You know?
I did like a triple. I did a triple take, Dawn. I kept watching. You know, I mean, I'm like, Dawn, that bad?
Listen, if anyone read our text train with Lowe, it's complete professionalism at all times.
Always.
Yeah. For 8-year-olds.
Usually it's Low Dog with something smart to say.
Guaranteed. That's guaranteed.
Oh, man. Yeah, Tennessee Sports Hall of Fame banquet, July 19th on a Saturday, Chris, at the Omni here in Nashville. Your boy Ron Slay going in, Andy Kelly, Doug Matthews, Tamika Catchings, and more.
Big lineup, and you know all those names you mentioned. Thankfully, gratefully, I know them all. I've been around them, covered, written stories, done media with them, so it's pretty cool. I got to go 2 years ago when the great wizard Tony White got in. Javon Curse went in that night. Harry Galbraith, God rest his soul, went in. A lot of his teammates on that 85 offensive line in Tennessee were there. It's a great event, man. They do a great job with that event.
Yeah.
Did you have to wear a tux, Chris?
No tux, but I did wear a tie. They got me in a tie, suit, coat, tie. Spent a lot of time down in the bar, the Omni downstairs in the bar before with Kelly Ziegler and Fred Jenkins and
oh man,
the whole mid '80s UT Mafia all down there having a big time. So that was a lot of fun, man. And again, I can't emphasize enough. They've done. It's a big deal, Slay, and I'm just so happy for you that you get to be a part of that. And I look forward to being there and seeing the great Ron Slay. Now, you got to wear the headband, man.
CeeLo, it wouldn't be right if I didn't have the headband somewhere on scene.
Right.
All right. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We got that squared away. So no, I'm pumped, man.
It's gonna be a good.
It's gonna be a fun night, no doubt about it. I've never been to one of those things.
Yeah.
You're the first.
Oh well, welcome, yo.
Thank you, Slay.
Come on in. Water's fine.
Low Dog. Speaking of bars, before. Well, we were at SEC Media Days, and I was at the bar with Zeph and some other people. I didn't know where Slay and Don went, so we went looking around. And we turned the corner, and we see y'all, like Slay, Babs, you, Hugh Freeze, and some other people. And I'm like, what is going on here? And evidently, Hugh was selling Babs on Peyton Thorne is what was happening.
I can't remember. Was he, Don? Was he big on Thorne that night?
No, well, here's the full transparency. He was hopeful. And he was big on the surrounding cast was better, which in turn would help Peyton Thorne, which, let's be honest, it didn't.
No, it didn't. And I was there. We ate dinner. I think you guys showed up when we were finishing up dinner. And he's pretty much the same now as he was then. He says now, in hindsight, that they would have probably gotten more into the sweepstakes with Cam Ward. I think they were right there and could have been right in the middle of Cam Ward. What
do you think about that, Babs?
And I think we all want do-overs.
I didn't know that, CeeLo.
Yeah, we all want do-overs, and I think his feel, and not only his, but in conjunction with the collective there, hey, let's try to spread that money around a little bit more. So like they could win with Thorne. Let's get some more people around him. And, the rest is, unfortunately, for UNWDE history. But I think they're much better at positions that count this year. And we'll see if they're much better on the field. I think they will be. I do. I think so much of it's a quarterback, though. I mean, come on, it's a quarterback sport, not just
that's right.
in the college, the NFL, more than ever. And if you're not good at that position and you don't make winning plays on third down, in the last 5 minutes of the game, in the red zone when you're trying to score touchdowns. I mean, Auburn was horrible last year in the red zone. They couldn't kick field goals. They turned the ball over. I know you go back and look at what happened. They were not as bad a football team as their record would suggest. But you'll be the first to tell you that if you don't do some of those things, capitalize, score touchdowns in the red zone, 13 interceptions, those types of things will kill you every time.
Yeah, and word around the campfire is that Jackson Arnold fits Hugh's system better than what they've had the first 2 years for him there, and better than Jackson Arnold fit at Oklahoma. So maybe fresh start there, combined with fit of system, will be good for Jackson Arnold and good for Auburn.
Yeah, when I visited with Jackson this spring, the word he used was reset. That he just say, I just needed a reset. He said that's not all on Oklahoma. I don't want to say it was all on me. The fit was not good. And Hugh said that in watching him this spring and not just you, but talking to guys like Cam Coleman and Eric Singleton, two guys will be huge in that receiving room, that his ability to do what they want to do at quarterback, he's got good wheels. He's a good, at extending plays and doing the things. And if you go back and look at his offenses, he's been able to have some success with different styles of quarterbacks, going all the way back to Ole Miss. But, Malik Willis, who also, just whatever, didn't fit for him, didn't play well at Auburn. He goes to Liberty now. Granted, it's a different level of competition, but he fit perfectly into what Hugh did offensively.
Chris Lowe with us from ESPN. We had Diego Pavia out there talking trash. Now you've got Castellanos down at Florida State talking trash. For those that don't know, he said, On Three, I dreamed of moments like this. I dreamed of playing against Alabama. They don't have Nick Saban to save them. I just don't see them stopping me.
Mm-hmm. So be honest, guys. When you guys, with Don, Brent, Ron, when you read all those comments, same with Diego, in the back of your head, are you not hearing in the Steve Spurrier voice, that's talking season? That's what's what it is right now. Talking season.
Yeah.
And
That's exactly what it is.
and you know what? If you're fans of those teams, I mean, you don't want them saying, well, we hope we're going to be as good. We hope we can, for Diego, we hope we can play with Alabama again. Now, maybe you don't go as far as they went, but you want guys thinking, hey, we're going to be hell on wheels. We're going to be just as good. We're going to go in there. We're not going to be intimidated. We're not going to be afraid. But you also don't want to necessarily poke the bear. And
pun fully intended.
Yeah, there's that fine line. There's that fine line sometimes. And, we'll say, Slay let me ask you as a competitor at the highest level.
Mm-hmm.
When people were talking junk, of course, you never ran your mouth. You never.
No, I wouldn't dare do a thing like that.
How much, basketball and football, I know they're different sports, but how much does that really matter once the game starts and you get 3, 4, 5, 6 minutes? I guess in football, 2, 3 possessions into the game.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a big deal once the game starts and you're 3, 4, 5 minutes into the game?
No, it only mattered at the beginning of the game and at the end of the game, because at the end of the game, you were going to make sure you get some talking back and remind them this is the reason you got whooped on in this game. But,
or in football sense, like if you get a sack on this dude, you probably are going to say something. Yeah.
But other than that, once the ball is tipped, you get up and down. After that first media timeout, it's like, oh, well, we got a ball game to play.
Yeah, so that's always everybody, and that job's whatever the other athletes, high-level athletes have told me that, maybe it juices up practice. Maybe it juices up the press conference, pregame. Maybe there's more jawing pregame. Game starts, 2, 3 possessions in. It depends on how you're playing, what you're doing. Listen, I think anybody's been around Diego Pavia, and I've had a chance to be around him a couple times now. I'm sure you guys have too. I mean, that's just who he is. Mm-hmm. That's like, he's going to say what's on his mind. He's going to say it, and whether it works out for him or doesn't, that's he's not going to change. I don't know the FSU quarterback as well. Again, that's it gives us something to talk about and write about right now. I don't know at the end of the day, once you get in those games, it's going to make the difference in winning and losing.
Yeah, and then you have the stirring the pot of the conversation between who runs the state in Tennessee and Vandy. How do you think, though, Clark Lee has been one to come out, and I believe, was it last year that he came out at SEC Media Day and was saying they were going to win the SEC at one point?
I think it was
national championship.
It was national championship, yeah. So
2 years ago.
Their goal is to win the national championship.
Yeah, so, I mean, like, he understands who he went and got. My thing is, CeeLo, does the fan base understand who Diego Pavia is, and are they willing? Because that's my thing. I'm cool with him talking like that. As a player, hell yeah, let's go out here and fight. But I also want the support from our fans. Like, when we run out there onto the field, like, I need to see black and gold, not the team's opponent. More maroon or orange or crimson or whatever it may be. Like, I think me personally, I think it's letting the fan base know too. Hey, y'all, we need some backing too.
Yeah,
let's push.
Yeah, no, you're right. I agree, Slay. It's way, it ain't the same old Vanderbilt.
Right.
We're going out to win games, and I believe it. My teammates believe it. We want you guys to believe it. Hey, you can talk all you want if you go out there and you perform and you back it up and play. Nobody talked more than Larry Bird.
Yep.
Back in the 80s. I mean, he was a little bit more subtle about the way he did it, and yet, you talk to people who played against him, they'll tell you he was the greatest crap. I'll clean it up, crap talker of all time. But you didn't when you were watching it on TV, you didn't notice it as much because he was much more subtle. He'd walk by guys and say, "I'm going to shoot it. I'm going to catch the ball. I'm going to shoot it right."
Or talk to the bench, or
yeah, I want to shoot it right in your face, right here. And he points a spot off the glass, and he would. And I think now with that was way pre-social media. Now social media, it's out there immediately. Everybody's talking about it. It goes viral. It's a little bit different. But I mean, if I'm a fan of Vanderbilt, okay. I mean, if you're Tennessee, Georgia, Alabama, whatever. But if I'm a fan of Vanderbilt, I want my quarterback. I want him to be brash. I want him to be a guy that everybody else on the team rallies around, which clearly they do rally around Diego Pavia. Now, if he goes out there and they lay an egg and he can't do anything, then yeah, it's going to blow up in his face, and he's going to live with it. I think Diego, though, again, is not afraid of those stakes.
Yeah. You bet on this.
No, yeah, that's it. That's a good bet on himself. He's a very confident guy. That's who he is. Castellanos also said that he was brought into, he's going to help save jobs at Florida State.
I'm sure. I bet you if you went and you found True Serum and Mike Novell, he probably would have rather not say that.
Probably not.
Saving your coach's job. And, I got to give it to him. The whole Nick Saban ain't around to save him anymore. That's a pretty good line.
That was.
You don't hear that every day. And
that is a good line.
As a writer who covers college football, sometimes it gets boring, man. Everybody says the same canned stuff. That's why I covered Slay so much when he was playing, man. You never knew what he might say. But they say the same boring stuff. You can't get to the players anymore. It's all canned stuff. Sitting up at the table, group, press conferences. And again, whether it blows up in his face or it doesn't, it is sort of refreshing to hear a guy say something funny like that.
I know, I love it.
I'll never forget Kevin Burnett, former linebacker, Tennessee. I think Kevin's coaching now.
Really?
Yep. Was a great player from California. Comes in. You're 04. They just get destroyed early in the season by Auburn. I don't know if you remember. Auburn just beat him to death. And he comes out after the game and says, "Hey, we will be. This is one game we will be. Mark it down. We will be back at the SEC championship game." And lo and behold, I think they might have gone to Georgia the next week and won. And they ended up, they didn't win the SEC title, but they got back to the SEC championship game.
Played LSU. Yep.
Yeah, I think again, if you're in that locker room, so correct me if I'm wrong. If you're in that locker room, you want your leaders to stand up and say, "Hey, I believe in us. I believe in the guy right beside me. Yeah, we played crappy tonight, but we feel like we are good enough, and we expect to go out and win games."
Yep.
Spur, I talk to Spur about this all the time. He'd say, people get all worked up about what I say in talking season. He said, half the time I'm just trying to make all the alumni happy and come up with funny jokes. He said, no, that means a crap once you start. He said, no, that means once you start the football game. And he was right.
Yeah.
He was right. I mean, it gives fans and us and the media, those of us like you guys and me during June and July when there's nothing going on, we could talk about those kind of things. And I think it's pretty cool when someone says something. At least it spices it up a little bit.
Right.
Spurrier, my favorite Spurrier little jab was, remember Florida State got busted for getting excessive discounts at Foot Locker or something, and he started calling FSU Free Shoes University. How funny is that?
I mean, I can't tell you the number of times. I'm so grateful to have been able to chronicle a lot of his career and get to know him. That I'd be sitting with him, he'd just start talking. I wouldn't even have to ask questions. He'd just start rambling on stuff, and he'd finally shut up for a little bit, and I'd say something like asking some serious question, like, well, Steve, you guys played Georgia a lot earlier this year. Normally, South Carolina and Georgia played I always sort of like them. No, they moved it back. They moved the game back into late October. And they used to always be the opener for both teams. The SEC opener was Georgia and South Carolina for years, from the time Carolina joined the league in '92. And I said, hey, they moved it back this year. What's that mean for you guys? I sort of like playing them early in the year because you could always expect them to have 3 or 4 really good players suspended. We'd have to play against them.
For off-season stuff.
And I'm looking at him, he was one of those guys you'd look at when he'd say stuff like he's not cracking a smile. And I start laughing as a reporter thinking, all right. And I'm laughing, and James Speronis, who was his ops guy, sitting in there, and Jamie's got his head down, shaking it. And Spur's looking at me. He's looking at me and points, says, put that in there. Well, go ahead and put that in there, meaning he wants me to report it right. Yeah. Make sure you put that in there. They don't make them like that anymore, man. They go out of the way not to say something.
You can't spell citrus without UT.
Oh, yeah. And Peyton came back for his senior year because he wanted to be the only quarterback in the history of the sport to play in, 4 Citrus Bowls or something like that.
Chris Lowe, ESPN.com. Appreciate you, buddy.
All right, guys. See you.
Thanks.
All right, when we come back, a senior writer for The Athletic covering the NBA and the NBA draft had something interesting to say about Jemai Meshack. Also, Anthony Richardson and his shoulder. Little update. 3HL 1045 The Zone.
All right, it's time to tune things up. Get ready for the summer the right way. The heater moss is out there knocking on your door. So schedule your 21-point tune-up for only $69. Spring Hill Heating and Cooling. Go to springhillac.com. Get it jotted down and get to it. They're the heating and cooling company that can take care of all your HVAC needs. Now, call another company about your unit and not sure if you agree. Spring Hill also gives free second opinions. So you can always be confined and understand you are getting what you need at an honest price. They got you covered. Need a new unit? They still got you covered. Get up to 60 months, no interest financing with approved credit. And if you turn that AC unit on and you still feel the heat, means your AC unit ain't blowing like it's supposed to, well, you need to get springhillac.com over there. Spring Hill Heating and Cooling, they come over right on over and do exactly what you need, the repairs. Yes, free service calls as well, letting you know exactly what needs to be done. Low monthly payments on those repairs, too. So let Kevin and the fam take care of you at springhillheating.com.
Want to tell you about Loan Pronto because maybe you have monthly bills that are keeping you up at night. You've maxed out credit cards. Everything's more expensive. You have this high interest debt. Guess what? Loan Pronto can help you pay it all off in days. Rapid equity loan. Get cash out now. Don't touch your low rate first mortgage. And you can do it with no appraisals, no waiting, instant approvals, low rates, and no hard credit pull up front. Your home equity is yours. The Rapid Equity Loan Program at Loan Pronto helps you to utilize it so you can get cash out to consolidate your other debt in one easy low monthly payment, or maybe you want cash out to do a home improvement project. That's what we did. Put a pool in the backyard. And Loan Pronto was awesome to work with. Loan Pronto, A+ rated by the BBB, nearly 2,500 five-star Google reviews. I can tell you their service is off the charts. 615-499-5780, and you can start the entire process online at loanpronto.com. 615-499-5780, loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781, on approved credit, NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
3HL 1045 The Zone. Britt Doherty, Don Davenport, Ron Slay. Hope you're having a great Monday. What do you think? You think the temperature started to pop down a little bit?
Nope, not at all.
It was 98 last time I looked.
Still hot, man.
96.
No, I can't even get
at
out.
5:30 in the afternoon.
Oh, it's gone down.
I can't get on the porch till 9 o'clock.
I don't even know if you can get on the porch at 9 o'clock.
Yeah,
It's
probably
like
10. 10 is supposed to be 83. That'll work.
You get into the 70s, then you're talking.
Oh, no, that's life.
Yeah.
Do you have a fan on your porch, Slay?
No, sir.
Oh. Might need to invest one for the summer.
Porch too small.
Man too big.
Even for like a
little too narrow.
I mean, when it's that hot, a fan doesn't even work.
Yeah, it's blowing hot
It
air.
doesn't help.
Yeah, you
It's
just
hot.
circulate hot air around.
Put a bucket of ice water behind it.
Yeah, get one of those cool zones.
Oh, you talking about an old school? I thought you were talking about a ceiling fan.
No, that's too much to do for one summer. Just for a summer.
Oh, I mean, but
know
you
it's
can
gonna
have
be-
it forever.
Yeah, but he also said his porch is too small. So get a little.
But also, we have a ceiling fan under our pavilion out there. Like it doesn't.
felt
When
good
it's
last night.
96 degrees, it
Yeah,
doesn't
it ain't
matter.
gonna be. It ain't. Yeah,
Those work inside.
Yeah.
You ain't fighting nothing.
615-737-1045. They look cool.
Yeah, it's phenomenal.
Misty and Bon Aqua's got a question for Slay.
Hey, Bon Aqua.
Misty, what up?
Hey guys, how are y'all doing on this glorious Tennessee bipolar weather?
What's up?
Good.
What's up, Misty?
Yes, Slay, I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
So I help coach high school girls basketball at East Hickman,
Mm-hmm.
and our head coach was asking me to ask you if your sister played basketball.
Yes, she did. Both of them did. Christina Slay and Ashley Slay, who's Ashley.
Did either one of them play for Tennessee Pride?
Yep. Christina did.
Pride.
Yep. Christina
Okay,
Slay
and with
did.
her coach, and do you remember if her coach was Michael Beam?
Oh, I'll be lying, but I'm going to text her right now and find out.
Because he was our principal until he passed away.
Oh.
Yes, and so he had our coach now, which has been a coach forever. He's coached girls that gone to play for UT and all these other big schools. He's our head coach now, Aaron Taylor.
Aaron Taylor, okay,
and
yeah.
So he was like, hey, can you ask Ron if one of his sisters played for Team Pride? And if they did, it was her coach, Michael Beam.
Okay. Oh, well, I'm asking her. I'm sending the message through right now. I'll answer over there.
Texting her.
Yeah, and he was wanting to know because I think he helped coach, and he was just wondering, about that.
Okay.
Because, Coach Bean passed away, I think, at the first of the year.
Mm.
And so, he was just kind of wondering that because he hears me on the radio.
Michael
talking to y'all,
Bean?
and he's like, yeah, Michael Bean.
Michael Bean.
Okay. All right, thank you.
All right, Misty, keep looking. Listening. We'll have an answer.
Oh, you're good. Y'all have a glorious bipolar Tennessee weather day. Get you a little kiddie pool, put some ice water in it, sit out there on the porch.
There you go.
There you go.
Good to go.
Good to
With
go.
some horse rub.
Some
That's
more
right.
rub. That's right.
I need some for my
Thank you, Misty.
hamstrings.
Your hamstrings.
I wonder, does that
don't know
work
what
for
happened.
what's going on with my ankle? Because I'm not going to say what you say, even
It's
though
gout.
you probably be.
Why you just put that out there?
This lady, man. I'm
He's
telling
got
you.
gout.
You're gonna feel so bad if it actually ends up being gout.
The lady,
she won't.
no, Nurse Whitney asked me the same thing.
No, I'm going to be like, I told you.
She asked
Yeah,
me the
but you
same thing
manifested
today.
it.
This is true, though.
No, I just looked at him and heard his symptoms and said, dude, you got gout. Doesn't it sound terrible? It
You got
sounds
gout.
terrible.
Sounds terrible the way you said it.
I know.
You got gout. You got attitude and everything.
So did. Like, darn.
Let's go to Reese and Laura in South Central Kentucky. Reese, Laura, what's up?
Oh, boy.
Hey, somebody has a birthday in 6 days.
6 days?
Absolutely.
Is it Laura?
6 days.
6 days away.
Laura or Reese?
Big Slay has a birthday.
That's right.
Oh.
Laura, don't mind her today, Laura. She's been off her little rocker. Don't
That's
mind Babs.
okay. I've been listening.
Really?
I've got it in my calendar. It's right here.
Oh, you and your calendar.
But we were both cancer babies, Big Slay, and mine's a week from Thursday. So I was
Hey.
like, "Hey, Big Slay has a birthday coming up."
I don't even have it in my
And
calendar.
he's having
Look,
replacement
Babs.
surgery. Boo.
Hey.
Sunday, Slade B-Day.
Yep, it's going
Big
down.
player, you
Thanks
with
for
me?
reminding me.
Better believe it, Reese.
Sorry to interrupt, Babs there. Hey, she hadn't talked all show. I didn't know she was there. I asked Laura, I said, is Babs there today?
Oh, I've
She
said a
said,
lot
yeah,
today.
and
I feel like she said a lot today, man. Like
she's
she's
been-
had some.
Listen.
We may have some
Maybe every
HR
time.
emails. Reese,
I guess every time I went to get a beer, she was talking, and in between times, she wasn't. I
Well,
don't know.
judging by the sound of it, Reese, you've been gone for a large portion of this show getting yourself a beer.
Now, Babs, you're judgmental.
I'm just saying. But this is our fault for waiting until 5:30 to get to you.
I never complain at what time. I just always ask Zephyr what time it's going to be.
no. Here's
so
the
I
thing.
can take
The
care
one time I came to you early, you did complain.
Caught him off guard. Wasn't ready.
So now I'm like, well, he just wants.
Also, I think that's the only time that a caller's complained about going on too quickly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Ever.
That's true.
You never know what I'm going to do.
That is true.
Laura done walked in the house. I guess she's done. Now, Mayor, before we get to Big Slay, you said you dunked a tennis ball because you were 6'2".
Well, honestly, I
5'10".
wasn't 6'2" at the time that I dunked the tennis ball. That's even worse.
Oh, you lied.
No, I started thinking about it because I did it in high school, and I wasn't 6'2" in high school.
Well, I have only been able to dunk a golf ball because I'm 5'10", so I thought we'd get that out there.
I would love to see that. Can you still do it?
No way.
I don't know. I'm 40 years old, and I act like I'm 20.
Man.
Probably not. I did that at 37 years old, though, which was very impressive.
That is very impressive. I'm going to go with not, though. Just telling you.
Probably not.
Yeah.
I tell you what, we're going to take a video, and we're going to find out.
Okay.
Oh, that
Now,
ought to be
we're
good.
going to have one. Big Player, are you there?
You know I'm right here, Reese. I ain't going nowhere.
Okay, enough of all this serious stuff, but I got one serious thing for you because I know you played all these professional sports. Sorry, we had a cat outside the door there. Professional sports. I got to ask a serious question before we get to some Tennessee football talk. And Laura was supposed to be here to tell me how many days because she Googled it, and I think it's like 69 or some days away. You might know that. But if you were a professional basketball player, we all know about Halliburton there.
Yeah.
Would you not have your own doctor besides the team doctor?
Yeah. Well, I think in this situation, I think the team gave him the information, and they knew what it was, and he probably more than likely they got second opinions, but it was probably his choice to play. Honestly,
I mean, I understand you want to win a championship.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, how many millions of dollars is he going to lose from this? Because whenever he re-signs with anybody, he's never going to be the same. And he's going to lose so many. I know you want to win a championship, but
that's where the rubber meets the road, man. Yep.
I mean, you can't lose that many millions of dollars.
Well, this is what I think, Reese. I think, man, his contract is guaranteed. So whether hurt or healthy, like he's getting paid. Yeah, but
this contract.
Yeah, but the one thing about it, once you're in, like you have to be horrific to be put out of the league. Like once you're established in, and his game isn't predicated on athleticism. You know what I'm saying?
Well, here's the thing, Big Play. You're right. He's already guaranteed. He's in the league, but he's going to be in the league for, like, Durant has never had the explosiveness since that. And like they were saying, back in the day, it was just crazy to have that injury. Now we're having 5 to 8 a year. And
that's true.
His game actually does rely on some explosiveness.
I wouldn't say explosiveness. I'd say some quickness.
Well, quickness. Okay, right. You got me there.
But that can be affected by an Achilles.
Exactly. He'll never have that again. And so now,
I don't know
he's never.
That.
Oh no! He's never going to have that quickness, explosive again, ever. Ever.
The
He'll
Book of
never
Reese.
have that again. Never.
Jeez.
He-
All
He's
right.
going to have to
Well, you just
rely on the
killed
jump.
Boyd
He's going to have to
Cushenberry,
rely on
too,
the jump
then.
shot. He's going to, I know y'all don't like real sports talk from me, but he's going to have to rely on a perimeter to mid-shot game for the rest of his career. He's never,
I mean, he kind
ever.
of does.
That's what
anyway.
that's
How
what he
old is
does.
he?
Maybe
But-
27, 28, maybe.
I don't think he's that old.
He might not even be that
He's
old.
fine.
He's gonna be cool.
He'll come back from it, but you never.
He's 25.
Have that burst of
Oh, he's
speed.
25. He's a baby.
Oh yeah, you're a baby.
His body will come back from that.
And so will the Auburn quarterback.
Oh,
I'm about to cut you off. Cut him off. Cut him off.
Hey, go Big Orange! Hey, let's 69 days of football. And the other one thing I wanted to hit on before Babs cuts me off. Big Slayer, you with me?
You know it.
Okay, we're looking. Singles game tickets still haven't gone on sale. Should we buy games to go to Tennessee at Alabama in Alabama, or should we wait for tickets to go on sale and go to Neyland?
Oh,
Neyland.
Go to Neyland.
Neyland.
Okay.
You don't want to go to
Also,
Tuscaloosa.
I know. I want to go there and watch Tennessee beat them and then make all the fans mad. But hey, did you get the picture I sent you on Insta Chatter earlier, Big Play?
Yeah, the two kittens.
Yes. One of them is named Rudolph Reese. The other one, guess what we named it? You're gonna love it.
What?
We named it after you, Bear Cub Play.
Jeez.
All right, Reese.
Thank you for that, Reese.
Hey, go Big Orange! Good! Oh, Rocky Top, we love y'all. Everybody drink.
3HL
about
bingo
to-
card coming up next.
Yeah. About to run out of music.
It's lengthy.
Fellas out there, it's that opportunity. It's Men's Health Month, and you need to get over to Low T Center and get your levels checked. That's right, Low T Center. They've been changing patients' lives for over 15 years. And understand, guys, all treatments start with a thorough in-person consultation, and we make it easy to get started with the quality of care you deserve. So this is another thing you've got to listen up to. There's never been a better time to start TRT than right now with a free medical consultation and free TT test. Now, best thing about it, with on-site labs to process your test quickly, if you qualify, you can start treatment immediately. Low T Center gives you the power to take control of your health with white glove medical care in the center or professionally monitored custom dosing for home treatments as well. And if you or your spouse are out there, you're trying to lose weight because the summer's around, you want to get in that nice little whatever you got, head over to Low T Center for prescription weight loss treatment options, including semaglutide. If you qualify for treatment, you can get a free B12 shot when you start. There's one in Hendersonville. There's one right there in Brentwood on McEwen. So head over to lowtcenter.com and get busy today.
3HL 1045 The Zone. Colts quarterback Anthony Richardson said his shoulder is good to go for training camp.
Oh, well, that was fast.
Quote, I'm all good. Not really even a bump in the road. I feel like I tripped, I fell, just got back up, hit the ground running again. Earlier this month, Colts coach Shane Steichen would not provide a timetable for Richardson's return. Now, this is the same, we've talked about this before. It's the same shoulder that he had surgery on after
Harold Landry.
Harold Landry got him in the Titans game. This time,
Can we believe him?
This time he got a second opinion, which was for not having surgery, which makes me wonder, is he just trying to, because he's under pressure. After taking himself out of the game, I guarantee you everybody in that organization is like, hey, man, the thinnest of lines. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So he's a rapper now, right?
He is a rapper.
That did come out.
Have you heard one of the lyrics that has been going viral from one of his raps?
I have not.
Would you like to hear a little snippet?
Yes.
An 8-second snippet.
Yes.
All right, here it is.
Love in my city, when they see me, they want no photo. As a youngin', I ain't never eat no peas. On the field, I'm a saint. I be throwing like Drew Brees.
Drew
I'll be
Brees.
thrown like Drew Brees.
And you know what?
I ain't eat no peas, and he rhymed that with I throw like Drew Brees.
You know what? He's not wrong. Because Drew Brees can't use his right arm right now, and neither can Anthony Richardson.
That's a sad story, but that is fair. All right, 3HL bingo card, real quick, although it's kind of lengthy. Can I say butt on air? Yeah. This dumbass ankle.
You did not ask us if you could say the A word.
But he thought, that's what he meant. I was like, yeah, you can say butt, you just did. But in reality, I was like, yeah, you can say, I wouldn't like overdo it, but in that situation, yeah. Proper.
Oh, Babs didn't jinx me.
With gout?
He's really worried now, Babs.
I mean, didn't you go to your pre-op this morning?
Yep.
What'd they say?
I go back tomorrow at 10:30 to make sure it ain't.
Look at her.
I think Bab's new nickname should be WebMD.
Yeah.
Okay, now I feel bad.
Let's continue. Do you know how good of an athlete I would have been?
Right after your appointment.
Do you know how good of an athlete I would have been had I not had to worry about that foreign language? Slate off.
That is truthful.
Stay away from them wee-wees.
See, I thought that one went under the radar.
That did. I didn't remember it.
Because I caught it and said it in his ear, and he turned around and he goes, yeah, I shouldn't have said that. It just came out.
I totally missed that.
We were talking
I would have said something.
We were talking about French.
Yeah,
and
obviously.
We means yes in French.
Thank you for explaining that.
Well, some people don't know French.
Right. You took it.
He took it. He knows.
I did, but people listen. I'm talking about people listening.
Yeah, I'm saying you're explaining it because you took it. You know.
Well, yeah. Can any of y'all rap? Babs, I mean, quick. It was a clear black night, a clear white moon.
Warren G was on this scene trying to consume.
Yep. I got to get fitted for a walker. No, dog. Seriously?
No, dog. No.
Low, you ever been ganged?
Oh, my God.
That one was funny.
Oh, these are slang. Dude, you've got gout. There was that one. The executive producer of 3HL is Zeph. Guess who's back? He looked like Eminem today.
Back again.
Back again.
Awesome. You'll be
He
back again
is
tomorrow.
Marshall Mathers today. It is good. You need to put yourself on camera.
Darrington out east. Darrington, what up?
What happened to my good people?